Suggestive rather than
Suggestive. Oh, either way, I don't understand.
Yeah,
James is just there getting hot and flustered. He's just there like, woo!
Yeah, you'd want to put the qualifier at the end of the statement, I think. The only person to ride cat was Damian, and it was in a non-sexual way.
Or it was Mortar, actually. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crabby D&D. We have been unmuted for the past minute. I am here with my players. Cat.
Hi.
Damian.
Hello.
Kirv.
Hi.
Mortar.
I am the only one to ride cat.
Romulus.
I'm going to kill Mortar.
And Vinny.
Hello. I feel like I've just chucked a live grenade into the group and then walked away.
Yeah, honestly, you kind of chucked it in there and then just crossed your arms and watched. As we all just panicked.
I mean, that's
We're all playing hot potato.
That's an appropriate reaction.
Has Vinny taken any levels in Rogue? Because this field would feel appropriate.
Yeah, free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vinny is the rogue.
There we go. Makes sense.
Oh, my word. So, are we all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
Come on and hit me with your best shout.
Glad
Yeah,
to
come at me,
see
bruh.
that you're all here. I see the party have overcome their challenge of defeating the skeletal soldiers, but that may be underplaying the party's skill. Let's recap for the full details. Last session, the party of adventurers, Cat, Damian, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny had found themselves on the outside of the Haru Research Tower, which promptly resulted in a fight. After a tense combat against the undead Deathblades and the severe hits of the Dreadbows, the party brought Romulus back from death, and otherwise took down all of the remaining commanders. With the aid of a Rime Warden and Icebringer, who were hiding below after the previous assault, the party managed to win, but were heavily drained of resources, abilities, and health. As they otherwise rest in the tower, licking their wounds and gathering themselves, that is where we pick up. You enter into the research tower, the cold air bleeding away as you gather yourselves and begin to prepare yourselves for whatever awaits. What would you like to do?
Have we just had our short rest, or are we still in the midst of that now?
You've had your short rest, so make sure that you mark off, because I believe we did the short rest at the end of last session with the healing.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you're all healed up as you need to be.
So this is the Rhine Warden.
Yes.
Yep. And this is the
Icebringer.
Okay. Is there anyone else?
Are you asking that?
Yeah. Generally, like, are there any other people here other than those two? I'm assuming there must be.
There are.
And also, can you two introduce yourselves as well? We didn't actually catch your names.
Of course. The Icebringer kind of placing her hand to our armor in this moment. I am Kanya. I am one of the Icebringers here. And gesturing to the Rime Warden, I'm Callius, the now head Rime Warden Rime Warden Captain of the Research Tower. The only other survivors, to answer your question, are 4 scholars that are still below, waiting in the protected area.
Protected?
Nods to the trapdoor. Below there is a sanctified area to prevent the passage of such creatures. To have it affect this whole area is expensive to maintain and upkeep, but in a small area such as below, we can have a warded and protected area where our larders would be. This helps keep them alive.
Huh.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Larders? What are you keeping here?
Yeah, they got some storage beneath the beneath the.
Their food storage
Tower.
doubles as a safety vault against undead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because didn't a few of us attempt to go down there and we couldn't get
No. That was something that was just generally mentioned at the
Gotcha.
the end of last session for stuff. No, that's fine. Because it's now we're going through the
Cat's
full
unable to get in
process of it. Yeah.
various things, but
Yeah,
the
the
rest
general
is
the nature of the warding will prevent Mortar, Cat, and Kirv from entering such areas.
Right. I need to understand. Do you believe that this attack was targeted? Were these scholars, were they researching something of importance?
This was targeted. The undead often assault this fortress.
Do you know why?
Why stay?
Because we're so close. Just south of here is their main citadel. Although we've attempted in the past, it's heavily guarded.
Right.
So then this place.
This place is our outpost. We're in constant conflict for holding this place, but we've managed to have control of this place for a number of, well, nearly 2 years now.
If they want to capture this location because it would be an excellent point to set up a secondary base in order to launch attacks
Exactly.
further. Right.
Exactly. It's also a place where we otherwise research the natural ley lines during particular times of the year, and also where we otherwise have access to observe the undead threat using close range or short range scrying pools.
Right.
There's a ley line that runs here?
Yes, runs directly overhead. It's a intersection.
Oh.
Right. Just to confirm, what research have your scholars been doing recently? Is there anything that we might be able to take advantage of with the ley lines?
The ley lines,
Is there
given the
anything
time
that
has passed, looks at the Icebringer. Given that the ley lines have passed, there's not much that we can do. Most of the research we do is this, and otherwise plucks the currently dark grey crystal, as it has lost its colour, from behind her head, and otherwise holds it out as it lightly floats off the palm of her hand. These are effectively looks towards Cat and gestures towards the crystal that's around her neck, much like what you have, although these ones are temporary. They are seemingly more powerful, less customized, but they are easy to maintain. They do not require any real effort. But obviously they only last a short time, for the most part. More skilled Icebringers.
I don't
can
know
hold.
about what she's wearing, so what if what?
It's Terrador or
Cinder's
crystals.
gems. Yeah.
Right.
Would you say those
Okay.
materials are of a high, bubble?
Less
like, high
customized, but
quality?
more potent, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The crystals themselves are nothing special. It's mainly that when they are researched and looked at with the natural nature of the water-based ley line crossing with the air-based ley line that runs through this area, naturally it's a good point to recharge and empower these crystals. And that happens at most twice a year, and at the very least once. And as a result, we're able to charge them up to a good state and repair them.
Was that
Was
the
this
ley
the
lines that
water
happened
base?
just now? So you do have some charged up then?
Yes, this one will charge itself over the course of a day, but it's something that we bring them here to be repaired.
Right.
We can
Also,
repair them
the
in other
water-based ley
junctions.
lines to us.
Just a quick. Sorry, but after you, Mortar.
No, you're fine. You mentioned an air ley line and a water-based ley line. How close is the water-based ley line to this location?
The ley lines themselves are otherwise airborne. You probably saw them throughout the sky. The element that they hold is their main residual nature. The air-based ley lines typically, along with earth-based ley lines, travel along the vertical axis of our world. Meanwhile, the water and water and fire based ones would be... Is that right? Hold on.
Vertical? Horizontal?
I'm thinking
No, I think I've got that the wrong way
potentially
around.
if
Hold
we
on.
were to...
It would be...
Well, what I'm thinking is, if we
think
were
right-
able to get... If we were able to get to a location where potentially magic is a little more powerful when we're there, and, you know, have the fight in an area where we do have a magical buff, or, you know, a lot of us who are casters have a magical buff, it might be beneficial to us, like
That-
especially for like Cat or like.
That's right here,
Yeah.
in this tower. But the nature of it only happens during when the ley lines peak during the double full moon.
Yes, it's not something you can
Oh, I
just tap
see.
into constantly. Otherwise, we're doing the same
How-
thing as Acres.
How many of these crystals do you have that are currently charged up? And could it be possibly used as a defensive measure?
We have the one. The others would have been were held by the other Icebringers until they were killed. They bind to an individual and you speak to them, learn the name and nature of the elemental and befriend it.
Right, damn. Not something
We
that can
know
be
where-
used en masse.
No.
Or do we know where the bodies of those previous Icebringers were, and we could potentially find those crystals? I mean, by the sounds of things, we have a little bit of time before the dragon gets back.
The
It might be
crystals...
worth.
The crystals themselves would have been bound to the body, and it would take at least a month for a new Icebringer to fully form a bond. The crystals themselves will be somewhere in the woods nearby, most likely, or they would have been taken back to the Citadel, given we were underground for 6 days or so.
I think I may have a means of being able to sort out that bond a lot faster than months or however long. So, and I think
If you want to go searching, then that's
maybe-
fine, but we don't know where they are.
okay, well.
Well, don't worry,
I'm
there's a
pretty good.
bird that's currently looking for my mole and might spot some. I don't know which bird it is. It's one of them.
You probably
Well, I'm
smashed
pretty-
one of them,
I
Romulus.
think that's a pretty big
Possibly.
vote of confidence for either of them, to be honest.
I'm pretty good at
Yeah.
tracking.
Does that mean the
I've
attack
begun
happens-
to
Sorry, you
begun
go.
to get very familiar. No, you're fine, man. I've begun to get very familiar with the wilderness and figure out my way around.
I am a wilderness explorer.
Exactly. I am a deft explorer. And I think it might be worth, if I can at least find, you know, one or two, I think maybe Kirv might be able to benefit from this. If my
Or cat.
understanding of your weapon, or Cat, well, Cat as well, yeah. If my understanding of your weapon is correct.
My weapon.
Weapon.
Whilst confusion reigns amongst party members as to what's going on, Damian's going to look out the other door.
Okay.
It's open?
You can open it quite easily. It's not locked
Yeah,
by any
okay.
means.
I'm going to open it.
Okay.
And then Damian's going to get confused, and he's going to wander past the rest of the party as they're chatting, and look out this door.
Okay.
Scratch his head in a bit more confusion. Takes note of distance. Walks to the other side. Thinks, huh.
It's not central.
And then walks back.
I know.
Is there any significance to the fact that your tower is, not symmetrical?
The Icebreaker otherwise looks at you and goes, "Not particularly. It's just how it was built."
Oh my god.
Damian's going to get... If Damian had one, he'd be getting a notebook and saying, okay, who were the guys who made this? Need to
His
make sure
name,
they don't get
his-
any castles built by them.
his name was Chris, and he spent a good hour making this map, and getting the walls just right,
Nah,
and
mate.
then
After
realized
They-
realized it wasn't symmetrical, and went, you know what? No, this is fine. I will just leave it
It's on it.
because one of them will
That's
notice,
on
and
this.
it will be one of the Jamies that will notice it, and then it will annoy them for the rest of the session.
And
So
in
I was
fairness-
okay with that.
exactly on that note, Jamie, as much as I like you as a person, Why? Why do you have to point that out? Because now I can't stop looking at it. I had noticed.
This is why I pointed it out now, because on the third session of looking at these maps, I looked at it and thought, wait, when I put it central for the tower, I'm not central on the walls. What the hell's going on?
We were
No.
friends.
No, the reason for that is because I wanted the inner tower to be odd, and then I designed these walls so that they could be 3 wide. But then when I actually ended up drawing them, I was a little bit... You can notice I'm also 2 off on this side and 1 off on this side.
Because
on the outside, because I made it slightly too small.
So what we're going to say is, it's actually a really cool magical reason that makes perfect sense for the ley line research.
Yes, it makes sense. It's a geometrical example of how it happens. Because this way, magic flows more accurately through this place, and it doesn't get trapped because of the symmetry. Actually, you know what? That's a good reason. If it was symmetrical, it would become a giant magic circle and could potentially blow up. So it's purposefully not that way.
You mean, wait, so instead of having to roll a d20 all the time and eventually fireball Damian, if they'd done this correctly and built it symmetrically, Damian would have just got fireballed.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing here is, we need to move the tower ever so slightly in order to turn the entire keep into a bomb.
If we could just move
No,
it 2.5
I'm not- this
feet
is-
this way.
No, we're not doing this. You just need to move it down
need to move it
2.5
up
feet
as
as well.
The party
You
is
can move
just
it
steadily
diagonally.
pushing a tower 2.5 feet to the west. Don't care about the dragon killing everything. Push it.
We have more important things to deal with. We'll get the dragon down.
She otherwise looks at you and goes, if it's that big of a deal, you can be the one to rebuild this place after it's been destroyed so many times.
I know some people. I'll have a chat with them when I get back to Balloon.
More importantly, speaking of random fireballs, does that mean the attack happened right before the full moons?
Yes, we were able to charge the crystals because we still had access to this place. It was a siege for a day. The undead dragon took out a large number of our troops ahead of time, and we fought them off as best we could from inside the tower. We lost the walls pretty quickly, but they didn't make it in through through the doorways. Gestures to the 2 doors.
So they were probably trying to
Is
get to
there
you
a-
before the crystals could charge then, right?
Yes, the central defense that prevents them from being able to really get to us is above. You probably saw it. The tree that's above, it acts as another defensive barrier and protects the area.
Damian turns towards Kirv and just looks.
What are you looking at?
Isn't that where your familiar went?
Where is Filch, actually?
You gonna look through his eyes?
Okay.
Okay.
Still trying to peek through the dome.
You look through Filch's eyes to see exactly where he is. He was sent off to go and look for Romulus's mole. You otherwise see what looks to be a Filch currently sat on a bush eating berries almost very guiltily.
Oh.
Before, as you sense he's taken a small break or a snack because he doesn't want to keep looking for the mole, or he's found it. You don't know. But you can sense a slightly guilty conscience.
Filch, where the fuck's my mole, Filch? I'm holding Kirv, screaming and shaking.
Careful.
It's my mole, Filch!
It's not
Am
like
I
that
Careful,
sense-
if you talk to Filch like that, he'll unionise, and you don't want that bird unionised.
Oh,
with you,
no,
Jim.
the
Am I
last
able-
thing we need is our familiars unionising.
I am fully joking. That is, I would have no way of knowing it.
You were going to say, Kirv?
Oh, I was going to say, would I be able to hear Romulus while I'm looking
No.
through the eyes?
No,
Yeah.
object.
No,
So-
you're blind and deaf while doing that.
Where the fuck's my wall?
I'm gonna keep Filch's secret.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, Filch is still looking.
Always like that Filch.
Insight her.
You can't. There's no real reason for why he'd insight her.
Aside from the fact Kirv is shady as shit most of the
Yeah,
time.
literally the fact that
just-
Kirv is Kirv.
And randomly popped up in an acid pool the first time you met her.
Alright.
Oh, that's news. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a summoning spell gone wrong.
Okay, well,
I disagree. That's freaking sick.
should we let the guys below know that, it's safe to come out and they don't need to keep hiding in a hole?
I mean, they're
Is it
safe
safe
down.
to come out?
They're safe down there, and as it stands, if we're going to be having the Skeletal General come back, it's better that they don't come out. It's better they stay down there so they can maintain communications.
Until we're certain we'll be safe
Exactly.
permanently, there's no point in risking their lives.
Exactly. If they get caught while out here, it's going to be dangerous.
How competent are they in terms of a?
Very competent for
Very-
robots.
You are roboting there.
Are they? Sorry.
We're losing him.
He's started Operation Sniper Tower without us.
Yeah.
Already start climbing.
And the wind's blowing his aerial, so we can't hear him. I think you're back.
Okay. Hello. All I was going to say was, if push comes to shove, do these people below are they just what would you call them? Just like book learned people, or are they actually capable of aiding us if we need them to help us?
They are scholars through and through.
Oh, I see.
They read books, they do the research. The most that they know how to do is to use the sendings to otherwise send messages to and from.
Okay.
That's the most they know how to do.
Spells.
They don't know any spells, no.
The way you can tell that they're a scholar through and through is that they're impaled with quills.
So they're just porcupines. Just
Yeah.
feathery porcupines.
Right.
They spit out ink at you.
Do they have any other spells other than sending, or is it literally just sending?
They don't have spells. They get them from objects.
Oh my god, it's worse than I thought.
Do they have any of these
They're-
objects?
Yes, that's how we've been in communication with the city. That's how we got reinforcements sent, which is what you are, I'm going to assume, looking around the room.
Yeah.
No, we just happen to be wandering travellers who, yes, we were.
Oh, well, just as well.
I mean, why else would a Knight of Balloon be this far south?
I don't know. You don't tend to come this far
Damn it.
south.
Hoping for a clue.
No clues for you. I mean, what?
Okay, so
Let's-
you said that the potential of the general is going to return. I mean, should we at least make some preparation? Maybe try and set a trap?
I certainly think we should.
I would recommend it. It will be best.
You said they're going to restore all of the undead when they return, right?
Slowly but surely, yes.
Okay, so it won't be instant.
No. The generals are good at
Wait.
returning the undead back, but they take time to be restored to their full necrotic
How
nature.
much room is there in the sanctified area?
Above? Or below?
No, the sanctified hour below.
Well, both are, but above there's... I mean, most of it just covers the stairwell. It's a dome. The one below is... It's a narrow corridor, maybe 5 feet across by 10 feet high.
Why don't we move any remains there? If the sanctified area functions correctly, they will not be able to be revived because they'll be within
I
a
agree.
sanctified area.
Maybe,
Is
but
that
at the end of the day, if for one reason or another, let's say that the undead can go there, they currently are unable to pass across the threshold due to the nature of the spell. If the nature of the spell doesn't prevent them from coming back, then that means that they'll simply be in there with the scholars. We've never been
Unless
able
we
to
just
study
have one
the
of us down
general's
there.
nature. This is true, but then that would mean that when the general comes back, that means that one of you will be down there with the trapdoor presumably closed so you don't get flooded or penned in, and the rest of us will be up
with
here.
a hilarious number of them?
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
I'd be willing,
It's
but
possible.
whilst I do think it is worth trying, it would be a gamble, and there's no point in taking a gamble if we aren't at least vaguely confident it could work.
Well,
Yeah.
The nature of the
It
magical
depends.
enchantment might work that way, but if it doesn't, then this could go horribly wrong. That was
Is
the
there any-
work of the clerics to know, not me.
I mean,
Are there
I don't
any
mind taking a
records at
gamble.
all that might detail how it works? We
Yes.
have some expertise in the arcane. If I look at the spellcasters, we might be able to tell if it will or will not work.
The scholars might know, but they might have to research it, and that would require them to come up here. If we're ambushed while they're researching it, or the attack happens, they're going to have to bolt down the stairs. None of you are going to be able to move up and down while they're doing that.
That's fair, but it's worth asking the question, isn't it?
I
If
guess.
they do happen to know, then there's no.
well, it can
no
only
downside.
benefit us. Yeah, it can only benefit
No,
us.
that's entirely fair. Looks to the Rhyme Warden. Do you mind? He otherwise nods and heads down.
Right.
I turn to the Icebringer and say, I noted as I looked out these doors that you've got some gatehouse rooms. Do
Yes.
they have any weapons in them?
They would have the weapons that the Rhyme Wardens are equipped with for those who needed them.
Are there any magical weapons in there? Anything that we potentially use?
We don't tend to store magical weapons because we've done that in the past, and when we were wiped out, the undead wandered off of them and started using them against us.
Not ideal.
No.
That's the point. Did we check any of the bodies for any like magical weapons or anything? Any of the skeletons or anything?
No, you didn't check
Not
any
yet.
of them.
I was
You
about
haven't
to
gone
do
through
that
them.
next.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
No.
another thing then that might be worth doing.
Yeah, that was discussed at the end of last session for if the party wanted to loot the things.
I'm
And-
100% down with looting.
And I'm also thinking, it's not in character, this is just me thinking about it in present. We've got lots of stuff upstairs as well, which might be worth
Mhm.
having a look at.
I plan to
Yeah.
go upstairs and have a look, see what's going
Yeah.
on. And
Because I'm keen to have a look out here at the different arsenal and just checking
While
out
you
what
guys
the
are
weapons
doing
might be.
that, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to head out and see if I can find more of those ice crystals. I'm going to see if I have a hunch of something I might be able to do, see if I can maybe turn the tide in our favour a little bit. It's a bit of a gamble. I'm not sure if it will work, but it's worth it.
Does this one involve a tunnel rather than a sniper tower?
No, it does. It involves neither. Funny enough.
Yeah.
That's the bit that concerns me most, but fair enough.
As a general note, with the finding of the crystals, it will require a natural 20. I'm letting you know that now, because the nature of it is that it's been about 6 days, so the crystals were either destroyed, taken elsewhere, or are currently with the general. It's one of
even better.
those three. So if it is
So
that they
there's
were
no
taken
chance
elsewhere,
to-
there was a natural 20 chance that one of them fell off or was dropped or is somewhere nearby that you're able to use it. But I'm just... It's
I'll
worth...
give it a roll. I mean,
it's worth a
you never
try,
know, so...
yeah.
Yeah, exactly, but I'll go ahead and do that because Mortar doesn't know the odds necessarily. So I'll go out and do that, and then I'll head back if it looks like it's coming up through
Okay.
this.
So I'll say, Mortar, you're out and about doing stuff. Vinny, you were looting the skeletons. Damian, you're inspecting
I'm
the
going to have a
equipment.
look in all of these four.
Romulus,
Yep.
were you going to be going and searching for your maul, or were you going to be helping Vinny?
Which part is Vinny running through again?
He's running through the skeleton
Looting the-
corpses.
Seeing if they've got any use.
I will basically if Filch gives anything through to Kirv or any info or let's say us know about anything, I will go search that. Otherwise, I immediately. Otherwise, I will go and help out Vinny for now because I'm hoping for to get like something back, even if it's just Kirv saying, "Yeah, not found it. You're gonna have to go look."
Would it be of advantage if I go to where Filch is and try and have a look?
Yeah. Keep in mind,
Otherwise,
for
I'm not
those of...
sure what I can do.
No, that's fine. Keep in mind, I will be asking how long people want to be performing these tasks due to the nature of if the skeleton dragon / general is coming back and you guys are out and about in the forest when it returns, you may be several turns away from being able to assist in the event that happens.
Yeah, that first things first. I'm going to be
Assisting Vinny.
assisting Vinny. If anything comes back about from Kirv or from Filch himself, then then
Okay.
I'll head off. But to start with, I'll help out Vinny.
Okay. And Kirv, were you going to go and help Filch, or?
Yes. Also, when did we say Eugene will be back? Is it today?
After a long rest, I
After a
think it
long
was.
rest.
Oh, long rest. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Alternatively, you can spend an hour to cast it, and I believe do Warlocks have ritual casting?
I think they do.
man,
I
wow.
don't think I have that on my sheet, but
Maybe they.
Well, they have a lot of their stuff as Eldritch Invocations, don't they? So
That's
it's unlikely
true.
they have
Yeah.
ritual casting.
Yeah, I believe they need to take that as invocation. probably.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So you don't have
My-
ritual casting, so you'd have to spend a spell slot to bring Eugene back. It would take
because
you
my
an hour.
thought, it's not really worth it. I don't think we've got that much time.
Actually, that's also a good point. If we really think we don't have that much time, I won't go, and I'll just I'll go to the top of the tower and just keep an eye out. Just look in the general direction so I can give everyone a heads up when I see the dragon.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best plan for me.
So you said you were going to what again? Sorry. Go.
Sorry, am I cutting out a little bit?
No. I was
He's going to the
concentrating
top
on
of the
looking.
tower.
Okay, so I'll say
Yeah,
as you
I'm gonna-
otherwise climb to the top of the tower as best you can, you cannot pass the barrier. So you cannot get to the top of the tower currently.
Operation
Tapping on the
Sniper Tower
floor
has been
below.
stumped.
Just laugh. You're stuck.
Also
Why?
just looks back at Cat and goes, I know.
Why are you stuck?
Am I what?
Oh, no. Well, maybe that's just your
Don't leave me-
gun
don't-
or
don't leave
what
me-
have you.
Don't leave me in suspense. Oh,
I'm
hold
just
on.
curious as to how comes you can't pass the barrier.
We all have our secrets, Cat.
That's fair.
Just give her a cheeky smile, and I kind of place a hand against where I feel the barrier is, just feel the resistance, and I kind of shrug and go, okay, well that plan's out the window. Does anybody need help with anything?
Well, it's probably worth having a look at the barrier, I think, while you're there, in case there is anything that could be thought, I don't know, taken from it, ideas, how to destroy it.
Well, we'd like to keep it. I'm gonna go up to the. Oh, there's not enough room on the stairs really for two of us.
Oh, no, I get you, yeah, sorry.
Because this is the barrier that's separating, that's stopping the, hypothetically stops the undead from getting downstairs.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah.
Correct.
So-
Also was
realised that.
stopping Filch from getting in, and is currently stopping you from going up.
Ah, okay.
I just forgot they were.
Anybody need any help with anything?
Well, I've currently got all of these. I'm assuming the alchemical stuff all here.
Ooh,
Cool.
sure, I'll help you
Is
solve
there a
that.
way I could make some like explosives or alchemical fire, something to possibly use as projectiles at the dragon?
Are you proficient in
Damn it, I was-
alchemy?
I'm not, but I have got intelligence.
Okay.
I don't. No, mine's not.
Don't have
but-
intelligence?
No, I have intelligence. I was just wondering if there was anything I could mix together, or if there was any notes or anything like of the like.
Cat is just looking for an alternative way to wild magic fireball me, basically.
No, I'm just trying to find something that could use. Is there any substances here that I know could potentially do harm?
Okay. So this will be.
You're not convincing me.
So this will end up being a investigation, and with Minotaur's help, I'll say he's giving you advantage. But I think we'll go around with everybody just to go through the bits and pieces on based on what they're doing. So, Damian.
Yep.
You're otherwise looking through the equipment, seeing what they have. You note that the barrel of arrows have all been snapped. All of the arrows have been snapped and broken. They're no longer usable. You see all of the weapons have had the heads of the weapons snapped from the main shaft of the weapon itself. but you can see that none of the heads are nearby. They are all maces or warhammers, as you would suspect for creatures that are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. But you know that all of the bits that would be made of kind of a heavy lump of metal have been removed or taken. You otherwise note that the arrow slits and kill chambers are set up in such a way that they should be able to be shot out of quite happily, anything that does come through the main gatehouse. And you note that the lock also has a deadbolt, so you can lock yourself in.
Right. Okay, well, discovering that basically there's absolutely nothing of use for what Damian was hoping was around, the remaining thing that he would do before returning back to the tower, and hopefully meeting the rest of the party there, would be to check the barrels and crates inside.
The barrels outside seem to contain what look to be food that would ideally be frozen, and what looks to be large barrels of water that in time would be thawed out for long store purposes of water.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
Damian will return him and see the final load of weapons.
These weapons are the ones on the inside are intact. The arrows themselves are also intact, seemingly unharmed, as are the weapons. The weapons themselves being warhammers and maces, designed to take out undead.
Warhammers and maces. Now, are they one-handed or two-handed?
Maces are one-handed. Warhammers you can use either way.
Can you imagine a
Okay.
two-handed mace? That would be awesome.
I mean, great maces are a thing, and they're known as
That would be so cool.
clubs in or mauls in D&D, but great maces were a thing.
So, remind me, my crest hammer is effectively a warhammer redress.
Yes.
And then the mace does, is it 1d6 or 1d4?
Yes, 1d6. And then the
Okay.
warhammer should do 1d8.
So, does that give me any advantage? No, because I'm not that skilled to do that. Okay, well, that's good to know. Unfortunately, what I was hoping might be here, although it makes perfect sense now that I think about it, is not. So, Damian gets back there, and that's it.
Okay. Vinny and Romulus, go ahead and make me investigation checks. Either you can roll separately, or you can roll with advantage, one of you.
What perception checks did you say?
Investigation.
Investigation. Do you have any bonuses to that?
+2.
Remember, you have the -2. Oh no, that's on your strength-based one, or your
Just
physical-based one at the moment. Yeah.
checks, yeah.
My investigation is +1, so I might as well provide you assistance.
Okay.
It just makes sense, though, because, like, in general, because you're better at looking at things than I am.
Okay, so Vinny will lead the charge, and Romulus will
Assist,
look over
and I
his
might have
shoulder
to
and tell
fuck
him
off
what he's
at
doing
some
wrong.
point. Yeah, I backseat looting.
15.
15.
Okay. Going about the
Have you-
undead, you
Have
do
you
note
checked
that they
under that
have.
armor?
Yeah. Looking about the undead, you do note that they did have what look to be older weapons on them. They aren't good condition by any means. Some of them look to be made of kind of a chipped or worn bone of some form. The only weapons that seem to be like stand out compared to the rest were the commander's ones, where they had kind of what looked to be a large, almost halberd, or as I believe it was called, a death glaive. That they could use. They weren't anything special, they're just a large weapon, a reskinned halberd for all intents and purposes. But outside of that, you don't find anything interesting. As you go through the archers, or the dreadbows that are remaining, you do find that each of them has of two of the three that are there, you find arrows remaining on them. These arrows seem to be kind of a one-of-a-kind thing compared to the rest, where they were otherwise conjuring their ammunition from, due to the nature of their summonedness. You find what look to be two arrows, quite simple in nature, but will look to have almost a hollow point that runs through the arrow itself, with what looks to be a very close-knit arrowhead. And I will send these to you. You have two of these. Where are you? There you are. You have two screamer arrows. Okay.
Anything special about the bows?
No, the bows look to be kind of a large, gnarled section of wood, carved but with no drawstring, you note, which makes sense given the nature that it was conjured ammunition, so probably conjured bowstring as well. Okay. Let's move to Kirv and Filch. Kirv and Filch, go ahead and give me 2 rolls, 1 for each of you. As in this instance, Filch isn't able to make the help action, and it'd probably be better that you make the roll instead of him.
So 2 d20s.
Yep, and 1 will be your modifier and 1 will be his. Filch's perception is +3. And yours is a...
Oh, you're asking.
Yes,
Sorry. Perception is a +2.
Okay. Either way, you otherwise try to find Romulus's maul. It shouldn't have gotten far, but as you're otherwise looking around with kind of the snowfall continuing to come down, the wind blowing past, you kind of put 2 and 2 together that the maul in itself isn't going to be an easy find if it has partially buried itself in snow due to the weight of it flying through the air.
Should I use my inspiration on this?
They want to save that for later.
Yeah,
probably
we
save
might
it
need
later.
that for fighting.
You sure,
I would
Harlan?
just say, just tell Romulus and I'll go look for it. When you get back. That's about all we can do, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, we tried, Filch.
Alright, boss. We'll head back then.
Mm-hmm. And, be careful, okay?
Sure.
You know we've got something big coming.
Oh, yeah! Big, dragon, was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I will keep a distance.
Very good. You don't know anything about dragons, do you, Filch?
Nah, I'm a bird from hell. Dragons don't tend to go down there all that much.
Well, you could say I'm a bird from hell too, so,
Yeah, fair enough.
you're in the same boat.
Don't want to be in a boat. Don't like boats.
Did you get seasick?
No, just boats are dangerous. If you fall over, you die.
Yeah, but you just come straight back.
Nah, not if you fall off of a boat, you don't.
What do you... What, if you, touch water, you don't come back?
If you fall overboard off of a boat, you die. You can't come back.
Is
Is
that
this
your
like a
weakness,
running
then?
water thing, or are you just stupid?
Yeah.
This is
I was
where
gonna say, is he a
remember that he's
vampire?
never actually seen a boat or water.
Does he know what water is? Yeah.
Oh no! Is it what I think it is, Chris?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Okay, makes sense.
Could someone explain to me?
Yeah.
Hell has one water source that runs through it called the River Styx, which is made of souls. If you fall into it, you lose your soul and die instantly. It is a genuine thing. Any creature that falls into the River Styx dies instantly. There is no
That's why
save.
Achilles' heel.
It should be noted that they don't necessarily die; just their soul gets blanked.
Yes,
So,
your soul gets
if these
blanked and taken into the river.
Did these undead have any souls? Please remind me.
Yes, and the souls are currently
It did, yeah, 'cause
lingering,
Cat ate one.
but you can't put them into the River Styx because the River Styx is in hell.
Why did you tell us that information then?
Because
Maybe-
Filch didn't want to fall out of a boat. Because if you fall out of a boat in the River Styx, you die.
Yes.
Yeah, very true.
Have I seen a river since being from hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've also
so
you've
I
also
at
seen
least
a river
know-
in hell as well.
Well, the river Styx.
Yeah.
I just mean I would have the context that, oh no, rivers are different here.
Yeah, you have that context.
Yeah.
Filch doesn't. He rolled a 2.
Aww.
Poor
Okay,
boy.
it's really good that we didn't meet him until we were out of Zagos.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he'd have been screaming the whole time.
I will give Filch a pat on the head and head back.
Okay.
He just thinks
Oh.
like scuba divers are just like just suicide enthusiasts or something.
Oh my word.
He's just there like, these guys are insane. What are they doing?
They're metal. How do they come back up?
He probably thinks that fish and cetaceans and crustaceans are all soulless creatures.
Oh no, there are fish in the river
Oh, for sure.
Styx. They're just not very good.
There are also other
No, they
things
must-
in the river Styx as well.
This is also true. Anyway,
Nessie?
yes. So, Cat and Mortar, you're otherwise on the upper floor of the tower. Heading up, you can see what looks to be a place where you would expect a station or otherwise research area to exist. You can see that there are 4 beds off to one wall, along with a dresser, number of crates, a table for 4 people, what looks to be a lounging area with a hearth or bonfire in the middle, in between them, a bookshelf where you can see a number of the books have been knocked off, quite possibly in a hurry, but they aren't otherwise damaged, and you can see a otherwise abandoned alchemy table. You do note that there is what looks to be old blood splattered on the floor and the alchemy table. It was quite possible, from what you've heard, one of the guards was potentially killed while here.
Is there a body? There's not a body.
No.
anymore.
No bodies. You haven't found a single body here since you arrived.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So remember why we're up here?
Well, I was gonna see if there was anything up here that could help us defend ourselves. Also, see if they were doing any funky magic up here while everyone was down in the basement.
What does funky magic look like?
Well, I mean, if they're bringing back the undead, they may have been super powered while the ley lines and everything were all happening. So it makes spells stronger, and it would have been an optimal place to possibly bring back something that was powerful or something.
Sure,
So
Vinny does funky. Pretty sure Vinny does funky spells, right? Isn't his whole thing like spell music or some shit?
Okay, superpowering spells then, not for.
Funky spells are an alternative to sending, although they are also trademarked.
So yeah, also if we have to go into a drawn-out fight, I'd like to try and get to a position where I can see the area. So I was just curious to see how clear.
That's what I was hoping to do as
out.
well, but I
Also, I
mean,
need to make
I
some spells
can-
for a fire elemental.
yeah, I can levitate you to the top of the tower if you wanted to, but like, is the top of the tower warded as well, or would we not know?
Yeah.
I mean, you know that you couldn't get up the staircase, and you know that Filch was pecking at a barrier at the top of the tower.
I think
Right.
I think like you, and I'm gonna go up to the barrier and try and just sort of like see if my arms will go through.
You aren't able to push through at all.
Yeah.
Mortar just runs at it and sees what happens.
Are either of my arms able to go through?
Mortar, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you run into a barrier that acts like a brick wall.
Dear
Without
me.
caution, you bash your head, it's going to bruise, and yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, Mortar just kind of turns and one of his goggles is cracked slightly.
Oh, dear me.
I don't think it worked.
No.
Did I get him?
Is my normal arm able to go through?
No.
Huh.
Is the gun able to go through?
No.
Is Jeff able to go through?
Is Jeff able to go through?
Yes.
Aw.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
alright.
good. It means that
Yeah. You're our
Okay.
man on the inside. You do what you
So-
gotta do.
I'm gonna put Jeff on the tree. He's gonna be looking out for us then.
Okay. Make me a perception
Nice.
check for Jeff with disadvantage because
Oh
of the weather.
no!
Yeah.
so-
Look, I can't get out
so-
there.
Cat's whole mission was Cat's mission was to go in here to see if she could find something regarding like powerful spells, like scrolls or something.
That's pretty good. That's 17.
Okay. Jeff's keeping an eye out.
But Jeff, I'm impressed. He did well. So yeah, we're looking for something to think. I want to see these things here. Are they openings to the outside? Can we shoot through them potentially?
Yes, they are arrow, or they're arrow slits. So you can otherwise shoot out of them. So both of you would be able to shoot out of these arrow slits. If you remember, the
Okay.
Icebringer was standing here and shooting out before.
Okay, cool.
That's right. Yeah. If anything,
Okay.
that might be beneficial for both of us. Like if the guys are outside and they, and they need covering fire, this is kind of an ideal position. I only wish I could go up a little bit more, and then I'd have more of a bird's
Yeah.
view. But
As a general note from this view, you'd be able to see the wall, and you'd be able to see basically out to here from the wall. But then anything that would be within 3 blocks is going to be, or 3 squares is going to be difficult to see, if impossible, due to the nature of how high you can actually see with this.
okay.
Oh.
How high are the arrow slits? Like how high are they? Like would I be with my
They're
rifle?
they're
would I be able
designed
to look
for-
up at the sky with ease.
Not with ease, no. No, due to the nature of
Right,
arrow
okay.
slits, they're
Yeah.
typically quite deep. So at the end of the day, you're basically
Yeah.
firing through 4 feet of stone with a narrowing arrow slit at the end. But the idea is you're supposed to be able to shoot out kind of recklessly towards whatever there is. But with casters, they can see and pinpoint target.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to need to try to find a better vantage point. Then I don't think this is it for me. I'll lend you a hand looking for any scrolls and stuff. Do you could you tell me kind of what they look like? Are they any different from regular scrolls or?
It's not just scrolls. It's also any bottles. If anything's flammable, if there's on any of these.
Oh, okay. We're looking for explosives and stuff.
Literally, it's just stuff that we could potentially fire because my gun does fire damage or lightning. So if we cover something in, for example, oil or something that's flammable,
Yeah,
and I do fire damage, that might help us.
I mean, I've never fought a big undead beast before. Like I've fought fighting these skeletons. I mean, that was new. Where I come from, normally, unless they're really messed up, the dead stay
Back in
dead
a bit.
for the most
Mhm.
part. But if do we have any idea? Like, do you have any insight into any weaknesses this creature might have? Like, have you ever come across like a dragon or something?
No,
Or read about it, but also come across it.
I mean, hang on a sec. I'm going to get my cataloger's book out. Is there any information in regards to dragons?
And also, are there
there's
any history
plenty.
that would there be any history books that are littered around in this area of the tower?
Yeah, I'll say go ahead and make an investigation check, the two of you, as you're going to be making these separately for 2 different things.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Investigation. Okay.
16 plus 7. No, hang on, is that right? Yep, 16 plus 7, so that's a lot.
Ah.
That they too.
Sorry.
Going around Mortar, going through
Two.
the books, a lot of these books are written in a language. Do you know Elvish?
Nope.
You cannot read any of these books.
Yeah, Mortar just kind of picks up a book and he's holding it upside down. And he's going,
Everything's written upside down in this one.
and he just gets bored and starts kind of looking around for explosives.
Okay. Yeah, looking for explosives, I'll say going through the bottles and stuff. There doesn't seem to be anything marked explicitly explosives. There may be something in there that could help or be a substitute if mixed correctly, but they don't seem to contain harmful natures of potions by any means.
So there's nothing flammable.
Nothing flammable, no.
So they're just
I'll
just base alchemical ingredients. They're not necessarily mixed concoctions or potions.
Based alchemical ingredients, and I'll say that the only thing that you do pick up from it's because this is something that you get regardless of your roll, unless you roll natural one, in which case you break it. There is 1 potion of greater healing.
Ooh.
Which you can take, and obviously you
Okay.
can use if you would like to. It is technically theft, but they won't notice and they probably won't complain if it gets used.
Oh man, I guess Mortar's track record isn't exactly great when it comes down to making friends. So he's going to go to Cat and go, "There's a potion of greater healing here. Do we just take it or not?"
We shouldn't just take it, but it might be an idea to ask if it's something that we could use in the defense of the tower.
What if they say no?
Well, then if they say no, we just respect that. Or when they inevitably get, by a dragon.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I like to think that sound
also,
effect came from your arm, not from Cat.
yeah, literally. Just is grinding its teeth. That's what it sounds. Oh god.
Also, just begrudgingly puts it back, but makes a note that it's there.
Keep hold of it, and you can possibly ask one of the guys downstairs when it comes to
Also, I
it.
will happily pick it back up.
But if that's the case, I got a 23 for my roll in
23.
regards to.
Dragons?
Yep.
Looking through the book with a 23. You otherwise begin to go through, considering what kind of things that you know, considering what you have here. You've faced a dragon before. You've avoided stone dragons before.
Mm-hmm.
And you've fought one. Not very successfully, but you fought one. You otherwise kind of have a look through the catalogue as best you can to try and get what information you can about dragons. As you're reading through, you note that undead dragons are very understudied. There is a general nature that undead dragons are very rare, and often they are avoided for obvious reasons. The only thing which is noted is that undead dragons often carry a lot of traits that their original colour gave them.
Okay.
Or
From
type.
that information, and the information in regards to dragons in this book, can I roughly narrow down potentially what dragons would be found in this area?
Naturally, given the terrain and environment, white dragons and silver dragons are the two that would be most common due to the nature of it being this close to the solar cap. However, blue dragons and copper dragons, I think, would be also quite prevalent here. Steel dragons as well would be very prevalent around these areas, along with a variety of gemstone dragons that would exist because of the underground nature of the mountains. That's all you really know.
Okay.
There's a wide breadth of dragons. The only thing that you can narrow down is it's not a stone dragon and it's not a cave dragon, because the one that your party saw was flying.
Yeah, that's fair. So with that information and stuff, is there like a universal immunity / weakness or vulnerability to most of these dragons?
No. The only thing that's generally noted is that poison seems to be less effective against undead, which you already knew. So that's the only thing that you can really bring to mind. Anything else is typically based on the colour or the variation of the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to memorize as much information as I can about these specific dragons. As soon as we become engaged or get into engagement of a dragon, someone can get close enough to see what it is, I can then relay the information in regards to that specific dragon.
It sounds like a great
Oh
idea.
no! I'm
Frontline
going in-
fighters like Romulus and I should, go and check it out. Absolutely.
You're gonna
Rom-
send me
hang on,
into melee?
Romulus and you?
Frontline fighters.
You're not a frontline fighter.
What do you mean?
Just look.
Of course he is.
Mortar waves his gun around, exasperated. Like, what? What makes you think that?
Just gonna with the thingy corrupted hand, just tap this range. You know this. Hence, yeah, but
Oh.
it's,
Wait. Mortar kind of like shrugs and he goes like, well, kind of based on the way how last performance went, maybe it would be better if it was in closer range.
yeah. What happened to you during that combat?
Oh, it's a long story. It's really not actually. Operation Sniper Tower happened.
Operation Sniper Tower. I'm looking like almost clueless.
It's a multi-stage badass idea, which was not badass at all. It went very poorly.
Okay.
So
Right.
I think maybe me being in the fight a bit more might be better rather than trying to stay at a distance, because it seems like whatever I try, I can't really seem to get my niche. So
My expectation with this next combat now is Mortar pistol whipping a dragon over its head.
Mortar has a couple of daggers, which will be not very useful against a
I mean,
dragon.
Using the butt of his rifle and
I mean, it would
true
do
Napoleonic
bludgeoning
fashion.
damage.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Use the butt of your rifle for bludgeoning damage on the head of the.
You know what, Mortar?
You've given Mortar a terrible idea.
If we have to shoot from inside the building, Jeff can see the surrounding area. If you stick with me while we're in here on this layer, then I can give you the rough location for your target. And you'll be secure in the building and can fire out.
Yeah. Trouble is, if it takes flight, I won't really be able to do much. These arrow slits don't really go high enough, so it's kind of a toss-up between, are we guaranteed to be able to ground this thing? If we can ground this thing and get rid of this air superiority, then maybe this would be a good idea. I feel like that should be our priority. If we're going to ground the dragon, and get rid of that advantage that it would have, because otherwise it's going to get away from Romulus and Damian without any kind of an issue.
I don't know how we ground a dragon. Hmm?
Well,
Oh, hi.
I've seen...
Hi. Two things. One, if I can get a good line of sight on it, I can ground it. But it isn't guaranteed to succeed. I know a spell called Earthbind. The other thing was with regards to the barrier. I know it was more your Minotaur friend's idea, but it won't stop the undead from getting back up. The area is sanctified that it forms a physical barrier that stops things from moving through them, but if something starts in the area, it counts as being permitted.
Quick question. What kind of things does it ward against specifically? Like what types of creatures?
Undead, aberrations, fiends, everything but elementals, and obviously us.
Mortar's going through his mind trying to associate which of those are him. And he seems very confused for a minute.
Hmm.
Yeah. So long as you're using your elemental gestures to you, Cat, it should be fine to move where it would need to. So if you need to use the top level, then by all means. Obviously, it's more exposed, but you can. So long as you can get past the barrier, you'll be fine. You won't be able to shoot out of the barrier. Only close-range weapons are able to swing out of the barrier. Projectiles are unable to pass out of it. Are you familiar with the tiny hut spell?
Yes.
It works very much the same as that.
Okay. Is there a way to clear someone to be able to pass through the barrier
Yeah.
You
that they
shouldn't.
currently can't?
You shouldn't need clearance if you're. You should be able to just move through it.
Again, round 2, and runs at it.
Oh, God's sake.
You take 2 more points of
She
bludgeoning
said I should-
damage as you bounce straight off of it, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "In Interesting. And takes a few steps up and passes through the barrier. Huh.
Okay. Well, why does everybody make this look so easy?
It's not supposed to ward. Are you? It affects Fae, undead, fiends, aberrations, celestials as well. It
Apparently just good-looking people as well. It just doesn't like people
It
that are attractive,
shouldn't-
apparently.
it shouldn't be blocking you, but that
It's
does
sticking
make
off from the back of Damian's neck.
that does make the situation more dangerous, though. If you two aren't able to cross this barrier, you're not going to be able to use the safe house either.
I'm aware.
I mean, said anything about Cat not being able to cross it?
I assumed, given that you're both standing there and asking for permission. I mean, unless she is.
I unfortunately cannot. Though I understand why I cannot. I just can't.
Fair. Are there any other members of your party I should know that can't cross this barrier?
One originates from hell.
Maybe that's not a good idea to start talking about this right now. Maybe we should focus at the task at hand.
Well, if she can help us be able to get through it, this could help us with the task at hand.
She
but it's not really
she puts
us.
two and two
It's not
together
really for us
with
to
the
know, you know?
with the nature of she and originating from hell and natural stereotyping. You gather that she puts two and two together and realizes it's Kirv.
Racist.
Right. Look, well, it's not going to be a night of Paloon, is it? I mean, well,
I don't like this ice person any longer.
Um,
Nightly duties to take them out.
look, they have to work with what they've got. I have to assume every customer is a thief when they come into the store, even if they're not. Yeah.
Howdy, I'm going to have to work with what I've got, and I don't like it any longer.
So,
If that's the case, then you're going to need to make a decision as a group. This has changed the situation. We thought we could put up a fight and hopefully take out the general and the dragon, and if all things failed, we could retreat to the safe room and wait for reinforcements to arrive. But if multiple of you can't get in there, then you need to decide whether you want to fight or run. Because you won't be safe if the general arrives.
I have got a question though. So you're saying that it stops from passing through. What about teleportation?
Teleportation
I
doesn't
do
stop.
know. Okay, 'cause
If you're
I do know
teleporting into
dimension
the
door.
if you're teleporting into the area, it might stop it, or it should stop it anyway.
Mortar tries it.
No. Oh.
So where are you blinking?
I knew it.
Are you
I'm
blinking
going
to
to
the top floor
teleport-
inside the barrier or next to it?
I'm going to try to go just past the area that I was like into the wall. So just on the other side.
Okay, so just up the staircase then, beyond the barrier.
Yeah, but inside the barrier still.
Okay.
I've watched too many episodes of Star Trek where teleportation accidents have happened. This is not a good idea.
Go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw. DC for this is 15. If you succeed, you take no damage. If you fail, I'm rolling
Say
this in
charisma
public.
saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Say charisma saving throw?
Mhm.
Okay, so I have a +6 to that, so that's pretty good.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not very good.
Okay.
That's 9, dude.
I'm just gonna borrow these 3d12 real quick.
By all means, go for it.
You take 17 points of force damage as you otherwise attempt to teleport into the space. You feel your body pulled into the location, and then there's almost a wall mid-teleportation, and you are pushed out and shunted. As Cat, you watch as where there's this kind of quick teleportation burst, you watch as it shoots through the air at lightning speed, hits a barrier, and then Mortar is shot back into the wall as he rolls and is otherwise posted up against the wall now as the teleportation rejected him.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Are you still alive?
Science. Am I still alive? Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure. You've taken 21 points of damage due to natural causes, so...
Yeah, genuinely,
heal,
how is Mortar still alive?
I'm
We shall
questioning
rest
this.
it. We shall rest it, dude. I literally heard all
In
of my
general,
dice.
he has like measurably negative self-preservation.
Oh, yes.
I think no matter how we look at this, we're here for the fight. Even if we try and leave now, get everyone together, there's still the risk of we get caught by the dragon on the way out.
I
I
suppose
think at
that's
least if we
true.
can make a stand here, we have still got the protection of the tower.
That's true.
Or you could just lower the barrier and let us do our jobs.
We
She
can't.
might
The
not be
barrier.
the one that put the barrier in place.
The barrier's permanent. If we were to dispel the barrier now, we wouldn't be able to put it in place again for another year.
Oh, okay.
And that means we'd have to give up the entire
Well,
tower, which we
while we
can't
may be
do.
going into this a bit,
Hang on a second, Mortar. You've got teleportation, right? Can't you just teleport to the roof?
Not anymore, he can't use his last charge.
I
Face
used my last
palms.
one. Yeah, that was part of the comment.
Okay.
How was his last charge?
Pretty
Okay.
much.
I mean, I have Dimension Door, but the Dimension Door
Also
spell
just smiles
points
and gives you a thumbs up.
God, oh God, like. Okay, in that case then,
Because
are you any good with alchemy?
Nope.
Not you.
That's more of the scholar's work. Why?
Brutal.
I'm trying to work out if there's any way we can make something flammable or explosive from what we have here.
Flammable's not going to work all that well out here. With the weather as it is, most of your effects that are flame orientated aren't going to do that much.
What about a flame bullet? Or fire
Maybe.
elemental?
Maybe not.
Noted. Okay. Alright. Then in that case, which direction did the dragon go in? Was it from this direction? Or did it...
This direction.
Oh, I'm pushing buttons here. Everywhere. Oh. Cool. What direction? Oh, sweet. I was looking at the other map. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Mhm.
Okay, then in that case...
Doesn't
then
mean
is
it can't like circle round and stuff. It's just that
No,
that's the
that's-
direction you came from. So that's the direction
That's
you saw it
fair.
going.
That's fair. Will we... All this flammable stuff, is it possible to move it so it's not scattered everywhere? For me to be able to fire my gun, I need to summon a fire elemental.
Looks at all the books, the scrolls, the reagents. If we have time.
Yeah, no, Terrador ain't getting up here. For love nor money, it's never happening. Okay, alright, then... Possible if we could just at least clear this area here so he can just stay in one place without burning stuff?
Yeah, possibly. I'll see if Callius is able to help.
Thank you.
Otherwise, heads downstairs. Okay. While that is happening, who would like to roll me a D100?
No, I do enough of
Oh
that.
boy!
just no one do it. No one do it.
No
'Cause
one.
If we don't do it, the game can't progress and we can't die.
If I do, it'll be wild magic and we'll all explode anyway.
I am willing to roll the dice.
Someone's already rolling.
Is that
Oh,
some?
no.
Oh.
It's blue, it's Jamie, so it's we all
Well,
dead.
What have I stopped them?
No, it's
Okay.
Oh, 2 ducks, 22.
22 seconds till the dragon turns up.
No,
or
not
22 dragons he's brought with us.
22 dragons!
22 dragons. No.
22!
Yeah, 22 dragons.
So,
I mean, it's not quite 21 pilots, but you know.
No, it's what happens when 21 pilots and Imagined Dragons get together.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
okay.
I got to watch 21 Pilots live twice. I was
Yeah.
really lucky.
Very nice.
Same, and I'm going next
Very
year.
Oh, fuck you.
So,
You in the future.
as this is all happening, what was the perception check
No.
on Jeff?
Jeff's perception was a
17, I think.
It was a 17.
Okay. So, Romulus and Vinny, you're otherwise outside gathering from the corpses as you otherwise begin to head back in, kind of climbing over the rubble with what things that you have, as you're otherwise climbing over the Callius individuals, otherwise kind of sat down, resting for the moment, and Terrador's underground. Cat's otherwise upstairs and just asked the Icebringer to head downstairs to have a word with Callius. And
Being antisocial, sat at the wrong table.
Yep, your antisocial sat at the wrong table. Mortar is beginning to stand up while he's against the wall. And Kirv, you've just made it to the outer gate and you're beginning to pass through both, which are slightly open so that you can get in. As this is beginning to happen,
Reinforcements arrive.
Reinforcements arrive, yes, of course. With a 25% chance of the dragon showing up within half an hour.
Oh, come on, Jamie!
Jeff
Stop rolling dice.
Jeff does not notice as the undead dragon flies in through the area, and you all hear words spoken in Undercommon. Now remind me, who is it who could speak Undercommon?
If I say me and you know I'm lying.
I think it was Mortar or Vinny, and that's because one of the other spoke to the other person at the beginning of the fight. 2 sessions
well,
back.
it wasn't me, so it must have been.
It was Mortar then. There we go.
It was Mortar then.
Sorry. What happened? What am I getting blamed for?
You can speak
You're not getting blamed
Undercommon.
for anything. You're getting praised for it. You actually understand something none of the rest of us do.
Sorry.
Okay, so you know Undercommon, Mortar? Hello?
I can speak. Sorry.
Oop.
I can speak.
Oh,
Well,
dear.
ironically, you can't currently.
He can't currently, no. He's roboting. Did he disconnect, or is he... Yeah, looks like he disconnected. Is anyone down at the worst
dear.
time? Just as I was getting dramatic. So unfair.
Well, I mean, can Mortar repeat it to me?
No, because we're going to take a break.
Oh.
As you begin to hear the sounds of words being chanted in Undercommon, but from above, then being carried on the wind by a powerful word, you otherwise all take in the situation, all hearing the words clearly as they are carried around, and magic begins to seep into the area around here as who you were hoping to set up defenses for arrived far earlier than you were expecting. And that's where we're going to take a quick break to allow people to get themselves situated. So, where you are on the map is where you are. So,
Well, looks like some books are getting burnt, guys. Wait.
looks like you guys are going to have to
Where,
prepare accordingly. So, this isn't going to be a surprise round, but you're also not going to get the ability to cast any. You're also not going to be able to cast any spells ahead of time. So do note, currently Terrador is downstairs, and you need to summon him back to your gem, which takes an action, and you have to be in melee with him.
I thought if I just summon Cinder, he instantly gets drawn back to the gym. Which is how comes I was able to summon Cinder before.
Isn't there a range on it that it's like a? There should be a range on the spell.
Give me a second. I believe that is. Give me a minute.
Good for
That's fine.
600 feet.
if
I'll
it's-
have a look while we have a break.
No, that's fine. We'll take a quick break. If it's 30 feet or more, then you'll be fine. But if it's 15 feet or less, then you're going to need to physically do that. Because you'll need to get closer to him. So yeah, we'll take a quick break.
Also, what?
Yes,
I
you're
was
back.
rubber I was rubber banding like an absolute maniac a little bit ago. What did I miss? Somebody said something about.
There's a dragon.
Oh,
and
there's chanting above being made in Undercommon as the dragon
Oh, I
and its
understand that.
general arrived. You did, and
Yep.
unfortunately it went roboty for us. So we're just going to take a quick break before I repeat what gets said.
Okay, no worries.
All right. So I'll be back in just a moment.
So it's asked to roll a D100. Get on with it. Don't give me the chance to actually just say, oh my god, I've had it.
Yeah. So who did end up rolling it?
Who do you think?
Was
Who's
it
the person
you?
who'd roll a -100 on the D20 earlier?
Why the fuck were you the one to roll it?
Because nobody else got on with it, so I just
I
rolled it.
literally was saying, yes, I'll do it.
It's too late. I was doing it already. You were taking too long.
It's fine. It's fine. We can.
Romulus just makes a beeline for freaking Damian.
Somehow I blame you for this, Damian.
Unarmed strikes begin with chairs against one another.
We had options.
Damian and Romulus have a barroom brawl. The rest of them think, oh, maybe we'll deal with a dragon.
Defeat the elemental is not pain, while the elemental is done. If your elemental is out to challenge shot, long rest defensive as well. Also until you defeat multiple.
I wonder what happens, Jamie, if you put a dragon, an undead dragon, in a washing machine.
I don't know.
Don't you want to find out?
I mean, yeah, that would be what? Warp? That would be what? Drowning damage and bludgeoning damage, surely.
Arguably.
And emotional damage. Don't forget about emotional damage.
What, because it might shrink in the water?
Yeah. It's the way to revert ancient dragons is just put them in the water.
Shrink them to the teddy
Turn
bears.
them back into like a young dragon. That's awesome.
I mean, it'd be better than, trying to use a sewing machine against it, because that would just be piercing damage.
Yeah. Honestly, oh man, it hasn't landed on
I am back.
We just heard it from above.
Okay.
Very
Everyone who
good.
is here, please go ahead and roll for initiative so we can get this ball rolling.
Show.
So what I just asked Chris was an important question.
Uh-huh.
What would happen if we put the dragon into a washing machine?
In a washing machine?
Yeah! We were musing that it would take bludgeoning damage, whatever the equivalent of drowning damage would be, and Dan suggested probably emotional damage because it gets shrunk to the size of a teddy bear.
Like reverts back into like a wormling. Be impressed, Chris.
That
Be impressed.
be impressed. No.
Behold my genius.
That's its own thing. Okay. So for those who are currently here,
This is-
25 to 20. Or higher. 20 to 15.
I got a 19.
I got a 15.
Oh shit, why are people
Nice.
rolling?
No, that's fine.
Initiative.
Initiative,
Hang on,
please.
give me
Yeah.
a second.
I
Give
was
me-
just
give me a-
getting it done a little bit ahead of time.
Give me a second. Hang on.
We had-
What's my plus to initiative?
For
3.
initiative.
I got 17.
Okay, so 17. So anybody else with 15 to 20?
15.
I got a 19.
15, 19.
15.
15 on Kirv. Oh, good rolls so far, everyone.
Kirv is outside, so Kirv can go ahead of me.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
I rolled a 6. I got a 6.
Vinny?
He might not be back yet.
He's
Oh.
not back.
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say surely not.
I thought I heard him come back, and I was like, surely.
Pretty sure Vinny can't roll lower than a 5, just because of how his initiative bonuses
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, even if he were to get a
I deem
natural
it
1, I believe
impossible.
it's 4 that his lowest can go.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Could I ask a question
Mhm.
strategically?
Mhm.
Is it best if I go higher up and try and do Eldritch Blasts through the arrow holes?
You can do?
Not a bad shout.
Because I am still not on full health. I mean, I'm not bloodied, but I'm worried that if I'm in there, I'm not going to last long.
Yeah.
Because what I could
Mainly
do
just
is...
being supportive fire, really. Like you say, maybe getting into a higher position may be beneficial, but Also, you want to stay within range so you can Hexblade's Curse your target, because then you'll gain like advantage and stuff against it. Or not advantage, but you'll be able to crit on 19s against it, which would be really useful.
That's
So you
true.
want to be at least within range for the first round, like 30 feet or so for the first round.
Well, do you see where I am though?
Sorry, no, I don't at the minute. Let me just
Over here.
Oh, you're at the bottom, aren't you?
I think if I try, I mean, what I could do is, what I was thinking was thunder step in order to actually be able to get up here to where you guys are quickly.
Trouble is, then that's 3 of us in one area, which could potentially be kind of damning.
Okay, I'll just
Oh,
go
I
out
don't
there and
know.
I'll die. It's all right.
Can you shoot
Sorry.
out of the door?
Welcome back.
What do you mean out of the door?
So there's
Oh,
there's
like
three-
over here this way.
The gates.
No, so like there's a bottom floor, there's the middle floor, and obviously the top floor, where all 3 of the ones that are ranged can't get to.
Yep. That sucks.
So instead of all of us fighting for like for example, the dragons here, all 3 of us fighting for this one slot. If you were sort of like taking shots out of the door, while me and Mortar are shooting out the slot, so you're still under the cover of the tower.
Yeah, that could work. That could
And
work.
Vinny, if you're okay, just roll initiative for me, please.
It almost feels as though Chris had designed this that the dragon would return before we had tried attacking it, rather than defending it.
I think that was down to the roll
Yeah.
that we had earlier. To be fair.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
entirely down to the roll. There was a 1 in 25 chance that it came back while you were still preparing, which is effectively
Oh
within the
no,
first half an hour.
I mean that you had designed this entire encounter in general, including the one we'd done before, with it in mind that we were not going to be
Oh, I
defending
see.
because 3 party members can't defend from height when they're ranged.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah. What did you get, Vinny?
24.
Oh,
24.
not a surprise.
Here
Yep,
it is.
not a surprise at all, and that's good. So that puts you at the top of the initiative order. Okay.
Standard.
So, let me quickly sort out the initiative order here.
Okay, Chris, I found my notes on the spell from when we talked about it. It's I can recall it from 30 foot, but to tame it, I have to contact it.
Oh, okay, so 30 foot, so you can pull it into place. Okay.
Happy
Okay.
days. That's what we like to hear.
I need this tile to be smaller. Should be the right size now for...
And just so you know, when Terrador is, I mean, you probably do know, when Terrador is recalled, I can't summon him unless I burn a 4th level spell slot.
Cool.
Because he's going
So...
into rest mode.
Okay, so let's sort out this initiative order. So, top of the round, we have Vinny. Then we have Romulus. Then we have Cat. Then we have Kirv and Damian going at the same time, but you said Kirv could go first.
Yep.
Come on, Damian!
Then we have the Icebringer. Then we have Mortar. And then we have the Rhyme Warden.
Brilliant. They did really well with their initiative.
These 3 are any summoned skeletons that do get brought back. They gain initiative at 15, 15, 10, and 5. Automatically,
Wow.
just because that
Okay.
it helps me sort it for summons. The other 2, you don't know where they are yet. But as you otherwise hear the chanting of words, Mortar, you hear the words being said fluently in Undercommon. The rest of you hear gibberish, but you do hear the enchantment of these words carried on the wind as you hear, "Rise, my soldiers, reclaim what they dare take from us again." Okay, and at
I
the
think Mortar's
top of the
eyes
combat.
widen as he just looks at Cat and go, "They come in."
Okay.
Okay, so which ones do I bring back?
That's gross.
Back one of you,
All right.
One of you.
Yeah, in the public places as
One
well.
of you. One of you. And
The
I
crap,
come
they're
back
undead.
And just because, the ground is white,
Okay.
Oh,
you
man.
can get away with it.
Oh,
So,
I mean, it's a little yellow underneath Mortar at the minute.
I'm just gonna make
It's
a
being
first.
exactly.
that's stone. There's no snow there.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Okay. The aura activates.
How
as
cold is
the
it inside
commander
the
is brought
building?
Back. It's not freezing cold, but it's you've still got to keep your socks on cold.
Oh god, so you've got wet feet now, Mortar. Oh god.
So, Vinny, top of the round. As you otherwise hear this calling and wording being said, you otherwise turn and you watch as a number of the skeletons begin to otherwise pull themselves upright. A number of the weapons kind of flying to their hands as they do so, standing up, their bones clacking and clicking as they do so. The skeletal dreadbow above you can just about see is standing up, which is effectively here from the upper layer. While the other four, which seem to be melee based, are all standing back up behind you and Romulus.
Okay, can we see the dragon from here? Or just hear it?
You just hear it. As a general note, I don't think anybody has a passive perception to be able to beat a 25.
No.
Wow.
Maybe Filch.
No.
Or Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff got a 17 and that was a good roll, so no.
Jeff tries.
Yeah, you did
That's a
try.
disadvantage.
Jeff did his best.
I got a good roll on my stealth for the dragon, so. So, Vinny, what would you like to do? Romulus, you'll be up next, so prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to... I'm going to, as we're heading in, turn over to Romulus. We can't get mobbed again. Fall back and regroup. I'm going to move, it's what, 5'10" over here?
Go for it.
Attack with my short sword. I feel like these are fully up, then this may struggle to do much, but we will see. Ignore that one. It
Yep.
seems to be in there. I'm not certain why that got caught.
Oh no, it was just because your hand was hovering over it.
Oh, that'll
It's
do.
okay. Okay. Versus the Deathblade, that will hit. Total damage?
So 12 piercing and 2 cold from
Okay. You otherwise,
short sword.
you otherwise take the swing with the short sword, and the skeleton collapses.
Nice.
You sense that although the aura is currently up, providing 5 temporary hit points, they are coming back with 1 left. Actually, never mind. It made its save for its undead fortitude, so it remains on 1.
Ah, for God's sake.
Oh wait, no, you said you used the ghost steel, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so never mind. That knocks it down regardless. It doesn't get the save versus ghost steel or critical hits or radiant damage.
Okay. And I believe it was told to us at the end of last session that they can't be restored if they're killed by ghost steel.
No.
Awesome, which is why I wanted to take the chance to...
Actually, that's a point, so I will delete that one so I don't get
One.
mistaken in the future. Cool.
Cool. Right, and then I'm backing off.
Okay.
So 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, I'm going to bonus action dash.
Okay. Okay. You shove open the door. The 2 inside, this one making it, the Icebringer making it to the bottom of the stairs, turns and looks at the Rime Warden, who hoists his shield up and stands up, kind of holding his mace in place. Okay. Romulus.
And as I get in,
Oh.
I'll turn over to him. Yep,
Right.
skeletons incoming.
Well, the only real option for me is to do much the same. You said to fall back, but I might as well do the same thing you
Give him a
did.
bonk on the way.
She's gonna love that.
Would it be more beneficial if I was here to bonk him or here to bonk him, or does it not make any difference?
Let's put it this way. You were here, weren't you?
Be bonked either way.
Yeah.
So 5'10", because this is different terrain.
Right, yeah, okay.
So if you've got the reach to be able to hit, then this would be better. Moving here would obviously remove some of the cover, because they have 3/4 cover from this angle.
Yeah.
But
it's fine. I'm going to be attacking with advantage anyway, because reckless. So I'm willing to take the slightly lower chance of hitting, in exchange for not being able to actually get the fuck out of there. So 10 feet of movement, attack. Well, that's a D10 in it.
Okay, so its AC has been increased by 5 because of the 3/4 cover.
Before, because I can't think of anything else I could do with my bonus action, I will pop a Giant's Might.
This will prevent you from getting inside the tower, just as a general note. Because obviously it will increase your size. Do you still wish to do that?
No, I'll hold.
Okay.
Oh, that is tragic. That's a +8, so only a 14, I believe.
No. With the current AC of 22, due to 3/4 cover, as it otherwise holds its shield and is pinned up against the wall, you take the swing and are unable to get a good hit on it, I'm afraid, glancing off the stone nearby.
I am going back as far as I can.
Your movement speed is 35 or 40?
35.
So that's as far as you can
Don't
get.
you have 2 attacks?
Oh,
I do have 2 attacks.
I'll say,
Sorry.
make the second attack while you're within range. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you're aiming for 22.
I believe in you.
I do, in fact, get above 22. That's 24, yeah.
You freaking got it, dude.
Okay, nice.
So that's 11...
11 damage.
9 plus 5 is 14 points of Ghost Steel.
And because it's Ghost Steel, it can't come back. You otherwise cut down that one that's nearest.
Cool. And, yeah. Not bad.
Okay. End of your go. Cat, you're up.
Okay, I am...
So I'm double check that you are up, because obviously I didn't add the things to the initiative order. Yep.
Oh no, fair. Okay, in this position, at this moment, I am going to reach for the crystal on my necklace, and I am going to pull out Cinder, giving Cinder the order to stay as high as she can to the ceiling, around the stairs if possible.
Okay, yeah. Cinder can actually go up the stairs because it doesn't block elementals, so...
True, I am concerned about the potential of setting fire to this tree, though.
I'll tell you now, the tree's magical. It's probably not going to be set on fire.
It's not. Right, in that case, then yes, I'll let Cinder sort of go up the stairs. That's cool.
Okay.
The tree is probably the source of the magic that's keeping the barrier.
If that's the case, then yeah. So Cinder is going to be summoned sort of towards the stairs, and the one rule is going to be support.
Support.
So,
okay.
So she's going to be covering fire, probably with me or Mortar. She's supporting the shooting.
Okay. Okie dokie.
And that ends my turn, because action for Cinder and order for bonus action.
Okay.
I'll move, I guess.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Against the bookshelf.
That's fine. Okay. End of your go. It's now the dragon's go. As Romulus, you otherwise hear the sound of rushing wings and a movement from above. As swooping down, you see a skeletal form with kind of these bright white scales in sections around what may have once been an adult white dragon. As it drops down 80 feet, it is still about 20 feet above you. As it stops in that moment, you can see the general standing on its back, a massive scythe-like blade in hand, as it stands there looking down at you, looking at the undead and the work that you've done.
No, not you, Han.
Okay. The adult skeletal dragon is going to begin. Well, first of all, it's going to begin by using its frightful presence. So I would like everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw against being frightened, please.
Oh,
Is that if we can see it?
No. So long
Okay,
as you
just
can
effect.
so long as you
Just
can
if we're
hear
aware of
it
it.
and you're aware of it.
Oh, boo. What's the save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, DC 14.
I see it and I'm aware.
I need to roll well.
Sorry, do I need to? Can I
Yes.
see it or am
You
aware?
you
Okay.
are aware of its presence, yeah.
I
And I have
fail, I'm
advantage on
scared.
frightened, I believe.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Mortar is going to use invigoration to re-roll.
Yep.
16 total.
16 total. Okay. Did anybody get below a 14?
Jeff, do I roll for Cinder?
I
You would roll for
failed.
Cinder, yeah. Okay, so Romulus, you are
No.
frightened.
No.
Cinder failed as well.
Cinder failed as
So,
well.
Jeff and Cinder failed. I made a 14.
What if Vinny quickly went and gave Romulus a hug?
He can. Might not go very well for
Do
him.
that on his turn, isn't it?
As the dragon otherwise hovers there, almost waiting for a command from its general above. It remains there and does nothing more for the rest of its turn. Okay.
Remind me again how frightful presence works. Do they have to flee or can they stay but can't move closer?
They are considered
It's
under the effect of the
essentially
frightened
frightened
condition. So they cannot move closer, they have disadvantage on everything while the source of their fear is known. Due to the nature of it being fretful presence specifically. But they can but Romulus can run away. So if Romulus wants to, he can run into the building. But if he does anything, he'll have disadvantage.
Okay,
I
that's
don't think that's
fair.
the plan though anyway, so yeah.
Kirv,
It's not too detrimental.
it is your go. And Damian, you'll be up next.
Right. For one, I'm a bit annoyed that this person has a scythe because that's my thing. Two, I think my best. I think I'm gonna just run and then do dash.
Okay.
So that's 60 movements.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and then where do you want to go for the rest?
This way.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How many will you be able to get?
I don't think I can quite snatch a.
No, it's 20 feet up in the air. It's just not visualized like that.
Yeah. All right, that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay, Damian, you're up.
Oh, I thought I actually was muted. Bear with me. I've got to check a few things. No, I've got none of that. Cool. That would be pointless. Let's see. Okay, that's an action. That's not necessarily a terrible idea. Okay, I'm going to move my 30 feet. So I think I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
I can go here so Romulus can get in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that so Romulus can hopefully get in.
Okay.
Now, as my action, I'm going to abjure the extra planar because I'm pretty sure that's within 30 feet.
Okay. Does it need to
Yeah.
see you?
I'm hoping. Let's have a look. As an action, bear with me. It says each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Provided they can
Anything
hear
about
you.
if they need
Nope, that's
to
fine.
see me or not.
The creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. Okay.
If they fail,
If they
it's
fail.
a wisdom saving throw. I would tell you what the wisdom saving throw is they're going to make, but I don't have that written down.
Should be your spell save DC.
Does that
with me.
include that include potential party members?
Yes, it does.
Oh, yes! That's fine. If they turn towards
no.
me, I don't see a problem.
What do you mean turned towards you?
Well, it says they're turned. Oh, no. It's
Yeah,
like...
no,
No,
they're
turned
not,
means they
they
run
don't-
away.
Undead.
So,
Yeah, they
Go
don't get
away.
gyrated.
I would
Oh.
like Cat, Mortar, and Kirv to all make me wisdom saving throws as well. These guys have advantage on being turned.
DC 12. Apologies,
DC
I
12.
didn't realise that was a thing, but hey, let's cause everyone to die. Why not?
They have
I've
advantage
done it now.
on. They have advantage on this because
I mean, it's
they are
Damian's
greater
way,
undead.
isn't it?
Tides of Chaos. I can't roll a natural 1.
Did you?
Oh, no, I failed.
Did you not already
Mortar
use that
failed.
earlier, or?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I used invigoration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both
What's
both the dragon and the leader succeeded because they have advantage because of turn resistance.
Of course.
Amazing.
Okay. So who? Kirv failed. Mortar failed.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
What are you on about? I got 24.
who was it who failed? Was
I
it
shrugged it off.
Mortar failed. Mortar failed.
Cat? Did you fail, or were you?
I used Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
I've passed. I got 17 plus 3. So.
Okay. So
I
Mortar,
got like a...
you are currently frightened of Damian, which means that you cannot move closer to Damian. So you cannot move from the current spot that you have unless you're going up this way. And because of the nature of the stairs
And for a
being the way
minute.
down to him. For a minute. And that also would
until it
give
takes
you
damage.
and that would give you disadvantage if Damian enters the room.
Oh my
So,
word. Okay.
Actually-
hang on.
Oh, that-
10 or 12 turns, because it's a minute.
That
10.
messes... That, yeah, so
Hold on,
that messes me up. That messes me
Hold
up.
on, let me double check. Mortar, actually, due to the nature of this, it's not necessarily your essence as a creature, it's more something else. So actually, I'll say,
Yeah.
give me the roll with advantage here. Because that would...
So I'll roll again.
Yeah, roll again.
Okay.
DC 12.
No, that won't do it. That's 11.
Okay, so you remain turned for the next 10 rounds, or until you take damage.
This is a long shot. What's the radius of Damian for this aura?
30
That's
feet.
a good
30,
point, actually.
30
It's the
feet?
range.
It's 30 feet, but provided you can hear him. You can hear him up the stairs, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to get commands from people below. Unless you're willing to take both of you are willing to take the penalty that you cannot hear each other between floors. This is obviously a choice if you make it,
No,
because
that's
that
not
means
worth
that
it.
some of you won't
That's
be able to
not worth it.
communicate.
Mortar's stupid enough to damage himself on his turn in order to break out of it, so don't worry about it.
Just runs into the barrier again.
Oh,
Mortar will run into that barrier.
But
there's
you
a
can't,
fire
because
element
you'd have to run closer to the barrier, which means you run closer to Damian, unfortunately.
Shoot himself in the face. Mortar will shoot himself in the face, don't worry about it.
God.
Why the face? Why not the foot?
Yeah. You know, you could shoot a toe
I get that
or
it's
something
psychic
like that.
damage.
Why
I don't
my
do
head
things
went
by
off.
halves, Chris.
I get that it's
I don't do
psychic
things like that.
damage on your pistol, so it's like, psychic damage to the head, you get a headache. But then it's like, shoot it in the foot, you get a numb toe. So
Yeah,
Damien,
but-
what is there anything else
My
you'd like to
bonus
do?
action. Romulus is getting
No,
shielded
no, no.
safe for +2 to his AC.
Okay,
Oh, thank you
No.
kindly.
okay, Romulus gets Shield of Faith.
And that's my turn. I will now actually mute, as I was intending to have been.
That's okay. I will also mark that Romulus is frightened, but you're frightened from something else. Okay. End of Damian's go, we move to Undead 1, which is the blue ones. Actually, no, at the end of Damian's turn, let me do this correctly. There is an order that I do this. The Skeleton General is going to spend 2 of his Instinct to use Restore Command, returning 3 undead back on 1 hit point. Let's go for these. I want a Deathblade back. Let's going to put this one back over here, and then this one's going to go back down here. Okay. Okay, now it's the Skeletal Undead's turn. This one's going to move over to this portion and is going to make Dreadbows get 1 attack, but it's going to take a bonus action to hide first. Against your passive perception, Romulus, that is an 18. So yeah, that will make the attack with advantage, which means that it will get sneak attack. Okay, that is a... I would have had advantage anyway, because of... Oh, I needed the sneak attack.
You already did it.
I needed the sneak attack. It's fine, it wouldn't be able to make another attack as a bonus action anyway. So that is... 25 to hit.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Actually,
that...
No, that would be a 27 to hit. 27 to hit because it's within range of the
you
general.
see, that misses. A 25 would have hit.
But 27.
Yeah, 27 doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
that's
so
entirely
that's
fine.
27 to hit me.
Yes.
Even with Shield of Faith.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
Make
what if
me-
it didn't hit me?
With that.
So what kind of attack is this?
This is an arrow being fired at you.
Okay. I have the catcher's the gloves of missile snaring.
Okay, so you're going to use your reaction to catch it.
Nice.
I'm a try.
So what does the gloves of missile snaring allow you to do?
So to be very precise, when a ranged weapon attack hits you while you're wearing them, which it has, you can use your action to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus my dex modifier, provided that I have a free hand, which arguably
You do.
I'm
because
wielding a
you're-
two-handed weapon.
But
I
you can take one hand off and grab. Yeah.
Yeah. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it's small enough for you to hold in that hand. I assume an arrow is small enough.
Yes. Okay.
Now, I'm not certain whether it means... Because, as I understand it, this is an arrow
Mhm.
that has poison on it, probably.
Plus it's sneak attack as well.
That is true. Right, instead, I'm going to use Cloud Room, because that has sneak attack. And
The sneak
who's
attack
within
will
30
only carry to creatures that it could viably sneak attack against, and the sneak attack will only apply to anyone it has advantage on, which it won't have again on anyone except for you, because it only hid from your sight. Otherwise, when Vinny hides during the middle of a combat, then the rest of you don't know where he is, which is... That's just a dangerous territory. So it won't get the sneak attack, as a general note.
Okay, well, that's... Okay. It's weird, because that kind of defeats the point of me using it, but obviously it's then defensive rather than offensive.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Are you certain sneak attack wouldn't work? Because I am absolutely certain that no one would expect that attack to hit them, anyone that isn't me.
Let me double check. When you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you other than the attacker. The chosen creature becomes the target of the attack using the same roll. The magic can transfer the attack's effects regardless of the attack's range. Once you invoke this rune, you cannot do so again until you finish a short or long rest. So because it transfers the attacks, I'll say yes, it would also transfer the sneak attack. Obviously, it would transfer the poison, but everything here being undead will make it immune to poison.
Yeah.
But,
so what is within 30 feet of me that I can see that is an enemy?
The dragon
Is it perhaps...
and the general. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Yeah.
30. Yeah, you can't see these three.
I gotta go for the general.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Okay.
Agreed.
So it uses the same roll, and does it use it? Do I re-roll the damage, or just use what it took?
I'd say just use what it took.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad. You do you.
No, that's fine. Well, I'll let you know it was good. It was 3 off of max. So
Oh,
I rolled 2 5s and a 7 on its
done.
dice. So that is 21 points of piercing damage to the general. Which the general is going to use his
And he uses-
his reaction.
Cloud Rune.
No, he's going to use his reaction to use his redirect ability so that it hits the dragon and not him.
That's fair. That's
Oh,
fair.
that's
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll take what we can get.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you know what? One of them got hit. I'm happy.
Yeah,
Hey, for
no.
sure.
It
For sure, that
transfers
was
it
huge.
to the dragon, so the dragon does take a little bit of damage, but it's still immune to the poison effect.
That's fair.
It's just and it's piercing, but there's no seeming magical effect to it from there.
Oh, just as a flavor thing, the fear that I'm currently feeling about the dragon is not fear for myself. It is, oh god, I need to get Cat out of here.
Maybe.
Traps.
If
Okay.
if that's all right to flavor it until it becomes non-beneficial to do it that way.
That's entirely fair. So, now I need to do a roll real quick. Okay. So as the arrow hits the dragon will instinctively use one of the instincts of its generals, or of the general, sorry, to move closer to you.
That's not ideal for me.
You have learnt now that if you damage the mount and the mount is annoyed at what happened, it will potentially spend an instinct to do one of the things it can, which is make an attack or move. So, that's the end of Undead 1's turn. We then move to the General, who is now within melee range of you.
I was just thinking that, so he's within 5 feet of me.
He's within 10 feet technically because of the nature of mounted combatant, but yes.
Okay, so his weapon is a 10-foot range weapon. Then.
Yes.
Cool. Just wanting to know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh no, that's entirely fair. I'm going to begin by. It's going to begin by using Command Undead, followed by 2 Grave Scythe sweeping attacks. So, Command Undead, up to 2 Undead under the General's command can make attacks with their weapons, excluding the dragon. So, this one is going to take another shot at you, and the only other one that possibly could would be this one, but it is going to take it would make the shot, assuming you have 3/4 cover, but you have Reckless. So I'll have advantage still. So the advantage one against 3/4 cover is a 23 to hit.
What's 3/4 cover again?
Plus 5.
23 is exactly my AC.
So that will just hit. And the other one, which makes its attack because you Reckless, will get another 23. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, and the sneak attack for them specifically, due to the nature of their stat block, I'm going to double check this. They do an additional 2d6 attack damage when they land an attack while they are hidden specifically. So this doesn't do the extra sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Their sneak attack is different from rogue sneak attack.
Okay.
So, you take 11 points of piercing damage and 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. Not amazing. Not what I would hope for.
Okay. Two Grave Scythe sweeping attacks. You Reckless, so makes the attacks with advantage.
Yeah. I might just die here. It's entirely within the realms of possibility.
That's a 16.
Oh, I good.
That won't do it.
Thank you.
Do it.
That one on the other hand is a 26.
I
That's
can't do much about a 26.
Now, if I'd gotten one of those,
You missed one.
I rolled 2 bad ones and then 2 really good ones. It's like if I just, gotten one of each, it would have been much better. But
it's not a nat 20.
You.
No, it's not nat 20.
No, okay. Just so you know, if somebody's within 30 feet of me and I can see them, which I think I probably can see Romulus.
Yeah, you can.
It can be a normal hit, basically.
Oh, because you have the amulet which allows you to convert.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to know.
Just so you know.
Thank you.
Okay, so from the one hit that does hit you, that is 13 points of slashing damage and 11 points of necrotic damage.
Jeez.
So 24 damage.
24 total, and I've not yet got anything up that can
Half it.
reduce my damage.
Nope.
Taken 45 damage for turn 1.
Holy crap.
So 24, you said?
24. Yeah. We then move
Taking
on
me
to...
off of my cool 69 hit points.
We're then going to move
How
to...
could you?
We're then going to move to the green one's turn. Now, unfortunately, Romulus, you are literally the only target because everybody else is hidden. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm going to have to do this, but this one's going to move closer and make a bonus action hide.
I'm
With a
being bullied.
23. You're not being bullied at all. The party hid, and I have literally no other options. So 5, 10,
DM
15,
does.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can't get within range, so he's going to dash. No. No. It's going to take the dodge action because I want the one Death Knight to remain. So then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80. Howdy. Going to move within range of the door to stop anybody else from coming out. And this one doesn't get his turn yet. The one that's hidden from you, Romulus, is going to make an attack towards you. Has advantage because of reckless / it's hidden. Yes, that's a 25 to hit. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, you should have made 2 con saves for each of the previous attacks as well. Sorry.
Oh, great.
Oh boy. Okay, how many con saves is that? Total 3?
3. Yeah. DC.
Could I have another D20?
is... Yep. DC is 14.
Right.
Is he in range of Damian's aura?
No, because
He's not
it's
within.
10 foot.
That's 10 foot.
Oh, it's 10 foot. Oh.
14, you said?
Yep. Does the 7
wait.
fail?
I got a +7.
So that's just enough.
Yes.
So you do not get incapacitated and your movement speed is not removed. However, you will still take half of the poison damage due to the nature of the poison.
Right.
So, for the 3
Oh,
attacks...
from all 3.
From
Yeah.
all 3, yeah.
Right.
Plus I need to roll the damage for the 1 attack, which actually did hit you, so I still need to roll that. Okay. So, let me do this bit by bit. So, from the attack, with piercing damage being counted only, that is 13 points of piercing damage with the sneak attack. And then I roll for the 3 poisons.
We're just going to have to total this up together, I'm afraid, because there's a solid chance that I go down.
That's fine.
Yes.
So 5 halved to 2, then 16 halved to 8. So 10 poison damage so far, and then 15 halved to 7.
I think you're on 7 health, if my mental math is correct.
So apologies. How much was the total there?
17 points of poison damage.
So 13 piercing, 17 poison.
Yes, 13 piercing, 17 poison, so 30 damage.
I'm not on 7 health. I'm not on
15.
much health. Yep.
Okay.
'Tis not a good day to be. 'Tis not a good day to be me.
No, it's not. Okay, the Icebringer doesn't have much that she can do, unfortunately. Because a lot of her stuff is AoE.
Yeah.
And she was caught in a difficult position. Okay. She is going to... Oh, could she do that? She can. Yeah, you know what? She's going to do that just to get rid of the green undead that's next to you and hopefully hit the commander. She is going to Twin Spell Frostbite.
Nice.
So, failed con save, or, sorry, on a failed con save, they'll be taking, it's only 2d6 cold damage, unfortunately, but it still might be enough. So, the green one next to Romulus makes the save, and then the commander at the back, that is a fail for the commander. So 2d6 cold damage, needs to do at least 6 damage here. That is 11 damage. So the commander needs to make his Undead Fortitude. There's a natural 18. The commander is up on 1 health still. Oh wait, no, because he doesn't benefit from his own aura, because the other one's not alive. So 5 plus 10 is 15. Yeah, with a natural 18, that's still a success. So he's fine. She is then going to otherwise shout out, give what support you can to your friend. He's out there alone. And she's going to begin darting upstairs to get into a better position upstairs. She otherwise runs underneath the underneath Cinder, and I will say she will end her turn there. And otherwise, look at the two of you. Use the window slots. Okay, Mortar, it's your go.
Upon hearing just the carnage outside, and seeing what's going with Romulus, and seeing that he's out there all on his own, Mortar just kind of looks at Cat and shrugs and goes, frontline fighter, right? And he's going to fire at the skeleton nearest Romulus to renew a use of my sidestep. So I'll make an attack against him first.
Okay, this one here.
Yes.
Okay, so because it is a psychic weapon, you can shoot through the terrain, but it's with disadvantage because you're obviously unable to maintain a line of sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so that's 19. I'll roll again.
Yep, so 19, that would, versus that one.
And that's a 29, so 19.
19. That one is that's the one with shield, isn't it? Skirmisher, so that just hits. Due to the nature of the
So that's a.
firing with a weapon.
I'm using Black Scorpion, so that's a D8.
The Black Scorpion.
And it would be a Black Scorpion.
Jojo money.
So... yeah, for sure. That's 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay. It succeeds its undead fortitude, so it stays up on 1 hit point.
That's fine. Mortar then teleports.
Oh.
With the second attack.
Oh, this is going to be. So I'm going to use my. Could I use my bonus action first and then use my next attack afterwards?
Sure.
Mortar is going to bonus action teleport next to Romulus, give him the greater healing potion. Oh, can I feed him the greater healing potion?
No, that would move you. That would move you closer to Damian. You can't teleport there.
Would it?
Yeah, because Damian's on the ground floor. It would teleport you right here down to Romulus.
Do I know he's on the ground floor?
You'd know where he is, yeah, from where he shouted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, in which case then I'm going to go with my original very stupid plan. Mortar teleports onto the back of the dragon.
Oh, God's sakes!
Yep. I teleport onto the back of the dragon and I say, that's my friend's dad you're messing with. And I'm going to, if I can I throw the greater healing potion to Romulus?
You can. He needs a reaction to catch it or it will break. And he has spent his reaction,
I
unfortunately.
do not have a reaction for it, so do not throw it at me.
Fine, I'll hold on to it for the time being then. And I'm just going to open fire on the commander.
Okay, you are within melee of
Commander
the
of the dragon.
commander. Either way, you're within melee, so it'll be a disadvantage.
That's fine. In which case then I draw my daggers. I just land, holster Black Scorpion, draw my daggers.
God, this is such a Loki moment.
Oh,
This is insane.
Sure, dude. It's awesome, like, in my mind and stuff, but I know the dice are going to betray me.
Mhm.
Okay, I have a +7 to this, so I haven't used these in so long as well.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't. Well.
Rolling that. I
Wow,
have,
so
okay,
that's why you
that's
haven't
that's
First one
a
misses.
9.
Yeah, first one
so-
misses.
Yep, so I miss. I've already used my first attack, but I'm going to Weapon Frenzy to gain more attack actions.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, you would have needed to do that anyway
So I
because
will-
you needed to spend one of your attack actions to teleport with the sidestep.
No, that's a
Or
bonus
is-
action.
Oh, okay. In which case, then, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh, yeah, it's
sidestep.
just you can't use Adrenaline Surge this turn. Yeah.
Oh,
Word.
So, next attack misses.
There's a reason. There's a reason why. Okay, final one then. Let's see if this will do anything. I doubt it. That's 18. No, not 18. 17.
17 just misses, and 18 would have done it.
And okay, yeah, I've done my job. I've drawn the ire of the commander, so I'm happy with that.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay. The commander, at the end of your turn, is going to use his command mount ability to have the dragon make a tail attack against you and try to knock you off. So, this is a 28 to hit. So, you'll take half damage because they're trying to push you off, so this won't be nearly as much as it otherwise could be.
also, question.
So
Can they
that's...
push
Hmm?
Mortar towards me?
Yeah, because it's forcible movement. They can, yeah.
because it's forced movement.
Yeah. So in this
Oh,
instance,
okay.
as you're otherwise on the back there, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. The tail whips up and strikes you on the side. Make me a strength saving throw to remain mounted on the back of the dragon.
Okay, strength saving throw. I'm
Yep.
not very good at those. Yep.
Oh god, no,
That's
you're not.
4.
No. Okay.
That's
So you are-
4. Dude, I've been rolling so bad this game.
Okay. You're otherwise pushed off onto the ground. You do not fall prone by any
Am
means,
I
but you
prone?
are just on the ground. You otherwise are whacked
Okay.
off, get your footing, stand there for a moment, otherwise back hitting the door. It's a hefty amount of damage, but I mean, you're still okay, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, and that uses that for instinct. Okay, it is now the Rhyme Warden's turn. The Rhyme Warden only knows that Romulus is out there currently. So the Rhyme Warden is going to rush forward. He is going to make an attack with his mace. He gets flanking, so he gets a little bit of a bonus. That's going to hit. I think
He also gets help from me, too.
Does he?
Well, he's within 10...
Oh, that's on saving
no, he
throws,
won't.
not attack rolls.
Yeah, okay.
But still good shout. Actually, does that change their initiative order at all?
Yeah, it's a +3 initiative. No,
That-
it wouldn't have because they were outside of 10 feet from me when we began.
Oh, when we began, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's nobody within 10
Noted.
feet.
So, first attack hits. This will do double damage because it is bludgeoning. That's a 2. But +4, that's a 6, so double to 12. DC for this is 16. It failed, so it is dead. And then he is going to step out of the door. Oh, I forgot. I need to roll to see if they made their frightful presence. Okay, he did, and the mage didn't. Which explains why the mage ran upstairs.
Ah, very good.
So I'll say the mage is standing at the top of the stairs. That would have meant disadvantaged on the a save at the end of her turn, which she still failed. And that also explains why she used saving throw abilities instead of attack rolls. That works perfect. Okay. He is then going to turn to you, Romulus, and he is going to use bait and switch.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm willing to go along with this.
Okay, he gives you 5 AC
Nice.
as he moves into position, and he otherwise lifts his shield up in that moment after using bait and switch, kind of blocking between you and him, and is going to then make his second attack. He's going to hit the dragon. That is going to hit. Man, he's doing well. Okay. So he is then going to make this a goading attack. Just to do some bonus damage, because it'll be doubled because it's bludgeoning. Gimme. Ooh, 2 7s. That's good. So that's 18 doubled to 36 points of damage against the dragon on the first hit, or on the second attack that he gets. So that puts the dragon to that. Then wisdom save for the dragon, which it succeeded on. Gosh darn it. Got a natural 17. And action surge. 2 more attacks. First one. Okay, this guy's rolled 3 16s in a row. Don't roll me a... Okay, there's a natural 1. That's bad, but at least it's not a 4th 16.
Nice knowing him.
He'll be fine. And then he's going to goading attack again. Okay, that will be 11 plus 5, 15, another 30 points of damage to the dragon. Dragon is looking bloodied.
Whee! Easy.
As he takes a series of heavy swings against the dragon with each. He hits the dragon once, then again, as the dragon now is almost fixated on him. It's going to use its reaction to make an attack against him. And it then needs to roll to see if the command mount... Okay, it failed one of the saves on the command mount ability. So it's going to be making... It's going to be making a tail attack and an infected bite attack against him.
Ooh.
So the infected bite attack is a natural 1. So he's going to spend his reaction to attack it back. And the tail attack... And the tail attack is a 15? Okay, that's upsetting. The dragon has a plus 11 to hit. Not a 15.
Would have been nice earlier.
Yeah, they would have. But still. Okay, so then he's going to make an attack against the dragon. Hey! I think that just hits. Versus the AC of the dragon, that just hits. Yeah. And he is going to... save his last superiority die just in case he needs to give Romulus more AC. And that is 11 doubled to 22 points of damage.
Wow.
That's a lot of damage. And then, does the dragon lose control again? No. Okay, so it doesn't use up any more of the instinct of its master. Good to know. Okay. Okay, with that is the Rime Warden's go, and he is now very much in the open. Red one's gonna go. Just this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can't get within range, just gonna dash. Actually, no, you know what? He's gonna dash and go here. Sorry, Mortar. But it just makes sense.
That's all good, man. Go for it. Yeah, go for it, man.
Also, did you take damage? Yes, you did, so you're no longer fit. You're no longer frightened.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Due to the
I
nature of
took
the turn
damage.
effect.
Am I no longer frightened?
Yours is the frightful presence, not the turning effect, I'm afraid.
I know.
Vinny, top of the round. Romulus is badly injured, but has been pulled out of the way by the Rime Warden, who is currently guarding the area. And yeah, the dragon took a lot of damage, which is very good for you because that thing is scary. But at the same time, the battle ain't over yet.
You are not wrong. Okay, first of all, can I move through Romulus' space?
Yes, it counts as difficult terrain, but you can. And the dragon has spent its reaction. The general on top hasn't, but...
Okay, let's see. Okay. It's 10 feet to move into difficult terrain, right?
It will just be while you're moving through the tile. It's because you can't stop on Romulus' space. It would just be 10 feet to pass through it. So it'd be like 5, 10, 15, for example.
Okay. Right. Okay. Can I try and shoot the general with my bow from here?
You can do, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I should have checked this earlier. I want to double check an ability does indeed work the way I think it does.
Okay.
Because I believe making any attack against him.
Is this Rakish Audacity? Or is this mobile?
No, it's fancy footwork, but no, it does have
Oh,
to be
fancy.
a melee weapon attack.
Fancy footwork. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I would have to... Unless I can slip... Yeah, unless I can slip past the Rime Warden as well and get to here. By 30 feet.
It would be 5, 10, 15, 20 to get there.
Okay. But that would provoke an opportunity.
That will provoke an opportunity attack. Otherwise, it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'd probably say 25, 30 to get there, because you'd also just be moving through two people's tiles.
Yeah. Okay. And would I need a reach weapon to actually target him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna have to take a risk. I'm going to bonus action disengage then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
25 over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use my action to attack.
This one? Okay.
Yes, that's got it.
So you got sneak attack, plus you got the bonus +3 to hit.
This is with the cold steel short sword.
Okay, noted.
So dash and zigzag out, and then lunge straight forward with a stab.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, that's not going to do it.
No, I'm afraid I don't think so. So it would be a 5 plus what?
+7.
Plus
Yeah,
7?
big
No, that
12.
won't do it.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh well.
First attack misses. Oh no, because you used your bonus action for disengaging. Okay.
Yes.
So that ends your
So
go.
25. I still have a little more movement.
Okay.
Then what? 30 or 30, 35?
30, 35.
Okay. And then am I correct in thinking we can climb up the difficult terrain onto the next level?
Yes,
or
you'd
is
be
that
able to
not
move to there, yeah.
Because I have 40 feet of movement attack.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, not great, but being in melee with someone sucks for the blue one and splits the green one's focus.
Okay.
Sorry I couldn't help you, Mortar, but
No, you're good, man. You did everything you could.
End of a player's turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Instinct to command Mount, and I'm commanding it to move as opposed to attacking. So that costs less. And it is going to fly 80 feet. So it is going to
Ooh.
go.
I would love to make an attack of opportunity, if I may, Chris.
Sure, go for it. This is against the dragon,
Yeah, why
notably.
not?
Romulus,
Yeah,
are you
why
good?
not?
doesn't
He
have a
bonus
reaction.
reaction.
Can't do reaction.
And presumably he's done the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
an enemy within range of me, but I'll use my daggers. You know, I might hit something. Who knows? No, that's a 17.
Okay. The dragon is going to fly up to here. In such a range that it can obviously see Vinny. The person on the back cannot hit Vinny, but the dragon can with its tail, for example. I'll say that's 5 feet because that makes more sense. So that way the dragon can hit you with all of its attacks, not just its tail. And then and so that uses the commander's command mount ability, or general's command mount ability. Okay, Romulus, you're up. You are frightened.
Indeed, I am. Specifically, I'm frightened of the dragon, as I understand
Correct.
it, just to be very clear.
Correct.
Okay.
So you cannot move close to the dragon, and while you can see the dragon, which you still can, you have disadvantage on all your attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in fucking side for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Damian there who can heal you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go hide behind Damian.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to spend my bonus. Can I use an action to drink a potion for myself?
I'll allow it because usually it'll be a bonus action for yourself, but I'll allow you to drink a potion as an action if you want to.
So you can go into a rage
Cool.
or something.
No, it's so I can do a second wind first of all.
Oh, fair play, fair play.
Give me my second wind.
Go for
That's a 1d10 plus 5. So let's. First things first. Okay, 11 points of healing there.
It's good.
Already decent. And then in my inventory, I've got some normal healing potions. I'm just checking to see if I've got any greater. I feel like, given the distinct lack of hit points, I feel like it's worth it. No, I've run out of greater, so I'll just have a normal healing potion, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
That's alright.
So that's 6
8.
plus 2, 8 points of healing.
Spicy.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nice. Okay. And that's your turn. So you get to make a wisdom saving throw.
Indeed.
I'll say make me a perception check. You will make this with just a flat roll. You want to roll low, because if you roll high, you can still see the dragon.
14?
I'll roll a inaccurate stealth check. Just adding its dex.
Cool.
Or its stealth, sorry. It got a 13. 8 plus 5. So
that is tragic.
So you can make the save still, but you do not have advantage.
Fair enough.
Hey, that'll do it. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Okay,
I
you
have a
are
plus.
no longer frightened.
And I don't believe I can be frightened again.
Correct.
For a while, at least.
Not by the dragon.
Was that meant to be the?
Yeah, Shield of Faith.
Yeah, so I thought. Just checking.
Okay. End of your go. I'm going to spend 2 more
I will say that
instinct.
Shield of Faith might have saved my life.
I don't know if it actually absorbed anything.
It stopped at least 1 hit.
It meant that a
Okay.
16... Yeah, the 16 missed because of the Shield of Faith, which would have done another... however much damage I did to Romulus with that other attack.
It would have almost certainly taken me out.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Few.
Yeah. Okay. Using the restore command, I am going to bring back 3 more undead. So...
Have to.
Yeah, I do. It's fun.
Oh.
I have more of these than I do
Can't
ambushes.
believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this. Now, because they were all outside the wall, that's where they all are. Okay. Cat. It is your go.
Different range. Okay. Alright, then in that case, Well, as myself, I'm gonna cast my spell.
Okay.
No, I was just looking at Cinder's stuff. I'm gonna cast Elemental Bond and take the Crystal Rifle.
Okay.
And Cinder is going to... What is in 60 foot that can be seen? I guess Cinder could pop her head out top.
You're taking the rifle?
Oh, yep, I'm taking the rifle.
Okay.
And...
I'll just post the tile here because I forgot to import it into tabletop.
Woo!
But if you would like to describe what your new form looks like as you take this one on, nobody's going to see it except for the
No. Well,
cloak
if I
lady,
inevitably
but-
come downstairs.
Yeah.
So a almost spectral phantom of Cinder sort of launches from her and over Cat as the head kind of molds around Cat's head, form a helmet, and the crystals from Cinder's tail come from wings on her back, and they merge at the end of a long concrete or long stone rifle, which is a giant gun with
Nice.
wings.
Well,
It's
shit.
heavy.
Okay.
And a float scope.
Okay. So what's happening here?
I can't shoot this round, can I, or can I?
You can shoot the first turn, yeah.
I can shoot the first turn. Okay,
Let me double check the
taking-
wording of what it is. I believe you should be able to.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I could or couldn't. I know I could intercept with Pterodor first round, but I didn't know if I could.
Yeah, but that's reactions.
Exactly.
Campaign 2, custom spells. Where is it? It's this one here. Okay, crystal rifle. Spend action to adopt the form. Yeah, so you have to split. So the action, it's as an action on each of your turns. So you cannot do it first turn.
Cool. I didn't think so. That was the thing. So in that case, yeah, Cat's ready to go ham, but Cinder is... How close is the dragon?
So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. If Cinder were
Okay,
to poke
Cinder's-
her. But Cinder would have to
Cinder-
fly out of the top and land about here. Because she can't shoot out of the barrier.
Okay, how much movement is going to be to get out the barrier and possibly get
5,
back in?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to move out the barrier here.
Okay, she's not going to go out the barrier. She's going to be at the edge of the barrier.
Okay.
Because I don't want her getting hit.
No, that's fair.
Well... Yeah, no, I mean, this thing might have a breath weapon.
Yeah, remember if Cinder goes down, then you lose your form as well, so...
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the drones only work against one. I can't expend all 3 to make 3d10 roll, can I?
No.
I
They're
think
against
it's
separate
just one
targets.
per attack. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, then in that case, I will... I mean, I've got a 3... Give me 1 second. Hang on. I will be very quick.
That's alright.
Temporary within 30 foot. Are any of my allies within 30 foot of me? Cinder.
Cinder? No. Not currently. Well,
Okay,
Jeff
I was
is.
wondering. Well,
Arguably.
that's useful. Okay, so Mortar, how tall's the tower?
50 feet up.
Oh, there's no chance. Right. Okay, then that ends my turn.
Okay. End of your go. It is now the dragon's go. Now, thankfully, nobody seems to have cottoned on to what I'm doing.
What, the fact that you potentially can do a breath weapon?
And I'm...
I was to say you're lining up for a breath weapon.
Yep,
I
okay.
cottoned on, which is why Cinder's still in the protective bubble.
Yeah, so I would like Vinny, Damian, Romulus, Kirv, and the Rhyme Warden are all going to need to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Good
That's a
news.
nice surprise.
Wait, a breath
Romulus.
weapon that's a con save?
Yes, because
Yeah,
this...
you're trying to weather the storm.
You're trying to weather the storm because this is necrotic damage, as it is going to use its corrupted breath weapon in a 60-foot line. DC is 16.
Question:
Mhm.
Is Cat technically within 10 feet of me or not?
Cat isn't affected because it's because
okay, so
I'm
just me and
choosing to
Romulus.
shoot down in this instance to get
Just
the
me
people
and
in the
Romulus
tower.
have got +1 to our saving throw here.
Yeah, I'm choosing to
nice.
shoot down as opposed to maintaining a flat line for hitting Cat and
And it's a
the
con save.
Yep, con
Yeah.
save.
How wide is the line, by the way?
Hmm?
How wide is it?
10 foot, so it does technically catch this guy, who also does need to make a save because he could. Yeah, he's probably not gonna. No, well
Does that catch me
I
as
don't-
well?
no,
I don't
because
suppose
you're
there's-
under. You're fine there, along
I
with
don't
this one.
suppose there's
Okay,
any
cool.
argument at all for some sort of cover providing advantage on this.
If it was a dex save, it would give you a +5, but because it's a con save, it doesn't.
All right.
Okay.
Dodge disease.
Oh, I still got inspiration, I think. Just checking.
Okay, so this one blows up.
What?
That was
No.
kind of poorly done, but you know the dragon does what the dragon does.
Fine.
I achieved what I came up here to do.
Just not directly.
So this is a dilemma because I also have inspiration, but I have a really poor modifier. Like I didn't roll badly. I'm just not sure it'll be enough.
You got a +1, Romulus.
I've got a +1.
Still
It's
worse,
not going to be enough to save me because I rolled a 3. So unless there's some
Yeah.
way for me to get advantage, this is hitting me. Full force.
Simon, worst comes to worst, I do have a healing potion on me, which I can.
Oh, I've
get
got
to you
plenty.
turn, so.
Right next to him. I can just stabilize him by
Thank
like
you.
I would
turning
say
around.
in Vinny,
No worries.
you said you had a inspiration. You could either use it on yourself, or I'll allow you to use it on Romulus due to the nature of being a bard. I know that's not how it worked, but I'll allow it.
Is
If-
this
if you
also
can
some,
give
is this
me a
also something
creative
Vinny
thing.
could uncanny dodge? Is it an
No.
attack he can see coming?
It's not an
Don't
attack
have that
roll.
anyway, I'm afraid.
Okay. So you could otherwise pass on the inspiration to Romulus if you want to flavour it somehow.
I'm currently at 34 hit points, so I can probably take the hit without dying. Probably.
That's something else I was gonna ask. Given he's within, can I see the creature? I'm assuming not. Assuming the door's closed.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, in that case, bear with me. This is the
Shield
when a
Master
creature
is
you can
against.
see hit the target. I can
Oh.
do it for Romulus.
Oh, that's a hit though. This is a saving throw. So think of. So let me flavour
Okay,
what the
yeah, I
undead breath
gotcha.
looks like. As it otherwise pulls its head back, it breathes forward this almost like dark mist looking almost snow and corruption that otherwise floods towards you in this kind of mist that begins to burn away at your skin as you begin to feel it almost corrupting all those of you caught in the line of fire. So, Vinny, were you going to pass on the inspiration?
Yeah, your con's got to be decent, right, Romulus?
I have a +7. So
yeah, if you re-roll, there's like a decent chance that it actually succeeds. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
you sure?
As-
You don't have to.
No, I will. I would feel bad if you went another fight that didn't actually do anything.
Okay. Right. In that case, do I roll again?
Yeah. So, Vinny, how do you inspire Romulus in this moment?
Oh,
I'm going to, knowing that I may not have much of a chance to get out of the way of this, I'm going to try and put on a bold show here as I call out, "Heads up!"
Okay.
The waving comes, and I'm going to try and
Make yourselves taller and a bigger target.
just pop his chest
As-
out.
as this hits me, I'm going to be, rather than dodging, trying to hold up a sword in front of me. Not per se deflecting any of it, but
Giving off an inspiring
to-
pose.
yes, if possible, like if any of that like impacts the like trajectory of it downstream as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Just generally try and take this head on.
DC 16, who failed?
Me.
Me.
I got a 22.
Okay.
Because of Vinny, I succeed.
Good.
Boys.
So, Vinny and Damian, you take 34 points of necrotic damage. Romulus and Kirv, you take 17. When you said you had 34 health, I'm like, oh no. That's why I was pushing for it after you said that. I was like, go on, give him the inspiration. Do it. Because if I knock it to 0, I'm going to feel bad too.
Do it.
Do it.
As you should. Because if I go down, I insta-die, don't I?
No.
Because I've failed my death saves already, haven't I?
No, your death save should have reset after the short rest.
Oh, they reset. Sorry, I didn't know they reset on a short rest.
That's fine. They reset on a short rest, so yeah, you're fine. They
Okay,
wouldn't.
so it's
They
not-
wouldn't have reset
not
in the
quite
fight
as
prior.
bad.
They wouldn't have reset in the
Yeah.
fight prior, but they did reset in this one. Okay.
Okay.
So that is its breath weapon used, so it cannot make any of its other attacks. It is going to. It's going to do the dragon thing of seeing you, defying it. It's going to go just closer and perch right next to you, Vinny.
Oh no.
Kirv,
Right.
you're up.
Okay. Mortar, do you want me to take a shot at the skeleton in front of you?
Ooh. Yeah, if you want to, maybe it's worth focusing on either the other undead dude up here, or because those arrows hurt. Those arrows really hurt when that happens.
But you're doing
Or
okay.
going for the main dragon. I'm doing alright. I'm not bloodied yet, so I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
I can go to here and yeah, I'll do an Eldritch Blast on this one.
You want to? Are you able to Hexblade's Curse him? Are you within range for that?
You could as a
Do I
bonus
want
action.
to use it on the skeleton? Do I not want to save it?
It would get used up if you put it on the skeleton.
Wouldn't
it's
I
up to
probably
you.
want to use that on the main guy? I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And I don't think I can. Can I reach him with my blast?
You should technically have 2 Hexblades Curse, because we took a short rest. That's something I did forget to mention. So you should have your second use of it back from Murder.
Okay.
What's the range on the Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
Oh, so yeah,
Range
you
on
should
that
be able
space curse.
So, like visually from because I'm obviously on the bottom floor.
Oh,
It'll be okay.
hitting this one, yeah, it's a large enough target that I'm not going to give it any cover either, because if you're hitting the guy on the back, on the other hand, it will be half cover.
Right. And the dragon is looking not great.
No, it's not looking good at all. It's had a bad day so far.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to see if I can
Effective
finish
build.
off the dragon. Might as well give it a go.
Hell yeah.
That dragon is
Hell yeah.
continuously singing James Bond songs.
Are you going to Hexblades curse it?
Yes.
God,
Okay.
imagine if that was the chant it was doing, just you're beautiful, it's true.
Oh,
Okay.
I saw your face.
No
Go.
wonder it dealt necrotic damage.
Are you going to be firing both of your Eldritch Blasts into it?
Oh, I think I will.
Okay. Make me both attack rolls then, please.
What to do.
You've had a bad day, is what I was going with for sure.
I mean, look, yes,
That's a
but
crit
come on,
one.
I want an excuse to sing James Blunt.
So, that is a natural 1.
Yeah.
oof.
As you otherwise aim both of them, you fire one forward. I'll say the 17 because that's definitely going to hit. But as you fire the second one forward, you otherwise tag it with the Hexblade's curse, and you watch as the dragon lands and Vinny backs up against the wall, and you can see one of the Eldritch Blasts is aiming directly towards Vinny.
No.
I will give you a choice.
Uh-huh.
How do I want to frame this?
Oh.
Do you want to kill Vinny?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to,
we
Chris.
can re-roll the natural 1 for landing a hit against Vinny, or we can re-roll the to hit for the one that's going to hit, as you're going to try and intercept it with the one that's hitting Vinny. So you can either potentially miss the one that you know is going to hit, or you can try to see if you'll end up hitting Vinny. Vinny will have half cover from his current position.
He's a small creature.
He's a medium creature. He's not small.
Compared to a dragon.
Compared to a dragon, yes.
What is Vinny's AC?
Not fantastic. I believe it's 16.
So it'll be 18 currently.
Could I try to shoot? Could I try to shoot the Eldritch Blast out of the air?
You used your reaction to make a stab against the dragon.
Yeah, that's right.
Who has their reactions left,
didn't work.
honestly?
I do! I could rugby tackle
I do
Kirv.
have a reaction currently. Unfortunately, I can't do shit all with it.
No, unfortunately, in this manner, it's only those who'd be able to interact with it that can, which currently consists of Kirv and Vinny.
Exactly how far away am I currently from the commander fucker?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet?
Noted, thank you. Oh, I can't see that one, that's fine.
No.
Cool.
You've already used your
Vinny
cloud
has
rune,
uncanny
but-
dodge, though, right?
I have other
Yeah.
runes.
I know.
Specifically one other rune.
No, that's fair. So, Kirv, do you want to re-roll the attack to see if you hit Vinny, if you might hit Vinny, or do you want to use your... Or do you want to try and potentially miss by using the other one?
I will then try to miss.
Okay.
Not try to miss, but...
Well, not try to.
Not try to miss, try to re-hit. Yeah, it's rolling with disadvantage effectively. So roll me the second one. So that will be an 8 plus...
Eldritch Blast plus 8 to hit.
16.
Oh no!
As you fire both of these Eldritch Blasts forwards, you realise that one of them is going to hit Vinny. So you curve the other one into the way as there is an explosion behind you, Vinny, as the Eldritch Blast does not hit you in the back of the head.
Oh my god, you learnt to curve the bullet. You can finally be a real assassin.
And that's what I call a curveball.
You've lived up to your name!
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, thank you for not hitting me in the back.
Okay. So that is
Thank you for not hitting me
your
the back of the fucking
action,
head.
bonus action. Did you want to move at all?
Things gotta stick together.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Chris?
Did you want to move any at all from there?
Not really.
No. Okay.
Although, would it be best if I moved over like here, so I'm not just blocking the way?
Yep,
I mean,
and
you
wouldn't,
can do.
and you wouldn't be in line of sight of things attacking you as well.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. To be fair.
So there's okay.
I think. Yeah. I'm
And
next to
I'm
move. Yeah, that works.
not in line of sight, Chris, because you're
You'll be in
suspiciously quiet.
line of sight of some things, like these guys know you're here, for
Okay,
example.
then I'll just go there then.
Okay. End of your go,
Okay.
Damian. Actually, end of your go. Do I want to spend any instinct to be mean to Vinny?
My vote is for no.
Yeah, I also vote no.
That's all.
Yeah, I vote no.
Agree. Yeah.
You're all
I
voting
think
no.
that's very unreasonable.
Oh, okay. No, that's... Yeah, no, you're
Very
right.
Unreasonable.
So...
In fact, Cinder and Jeff also vote no.
No. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So instead of that, then I'm going to use Restore Command to summon 3 more undead.
It's fine. Don't let him make it sound like he wasn't gonna do that anyhow.
No,
Yeah.
I was either going to do that or I was going to command mount, so it was going to attack Vinny. So
Wait, he was gonna command mount. Oh, Vinny.
Oh no!
yeah, he was going to have the dragon do a tail attack against Vinny, but
Oh.
He was about to get a tail.
all right, Damian, you're up. You're otherwise in the tower at the moment. Currently concentrating on Shield of Faith on Romulus. You can see that Vinny is in not the greatest position, and the dragon has otherwise landed on the battlements.
That's a point. Now, my brain has forgotten how concentration works. I took damage.
Oh, yes, you failed, correct, so you need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
I mean, I don't like to bring up bad things, but I'm gonna
No,
go by the
that's
rules.
no, that's entirely fair.
I've got to remember
No,
these things.
We respect it and we appreciate it.
Exactly. Very much appreciated.
But you won't appreciate it because you just lost all your AC.
Okay.
Well,
Not all
No,
of them.
you got
I'm-
5 extra
I'm
from him at least.
I was good. Well, not anymore because he's moved
Oh.
away. But
Great.
you know what? You know what? That would be a really interesting thing. Play a D&D where spells have a really big downside for concentration spells. Shield of Faith, your AC becomes 0 for a turn.
Oh, well, no, why? No.
Shield of Faith, is that Shield of Faith will just...
Yeah, but you'd have to make them comparatively.
Yeah, I
better to
know.
make it
It'll be
worth
like
it.
Shield of Faith causes a -2 at the end of its effect or something for 1 round. Or something.
Or if you want to make it 0, your AC becomes plus 30.
That's not a negative
Right,
effect.
No, as in initially, and then it becomes your AC is 0 when
Oh.
when they lose concentration.
that would be interesting. Very powerful first level spell. Anyway,
Romulus,
But it
do
screws
you
you
have
over
more
when it...
potions of healing?
I have some little potions of healing.
Okay, cool.
I unfortunately can't really expend my my bonus actions for it because if I keep doing that, I'm never going to get to rage, which means I'm never going to have a chance to actually.
Okay, that answers my question.
I mean,
I'd
it
love to
depends.
heal you, but I will waste my action and then not be able to do anything. But then
Yeah,
again, I
no.
don't know what I can do.
I
in
can't
general
really
anyway.
get in range of the dragon, so you focus on other things for the moment. I will focus on drinking potions and trying to sort out my own shit. Okay?
How many potions of healing do you currently have?
I have 4.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah, cool. In that case, I may as well consume my potion of healing and just get rid of it.
Just
Okay.
get rid of it.
bonus action. Okay, go ahead and
Yep.
roll me the 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. Okay. Down here. This is where I roll 2 1s, as they currently are, because I know how things work.
2 3s.
Well.
That's 8.
Okay, 10.
Nice.
10 healing.
8 because
Is
it's
that nothing?
2d4 plus 2. So
Oh,
6
well,
plus 2. That's fine.
That sucks. Oh, what am I gonna do? I have no idea what I can do. I guess I'm rushing the commander, or I'm rushing him. I'm gonna rush him because I need to keep Mortar alive. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, that's really
20.
Okay.
If I go here, do I provide you with flanking? Do I gain flanking?
You'll gain flanking, yeah, by going there.
Cool, let's go there.
Okay.
Give yourself as many advantages to kill this little thing as possible. Hitting it with
Absolutely.
thing. Hit it with crest hammer.
Go for it.
That's 4. Oh god, I've done this too long again. 1d8. Yep, typical.
So that's 6
Second attack.
plus... 6 plus
What?
7, isn't it? Did you get the plus 3 from
Plus-
flanking?
It's plus 6, it's 12.
Okay. So no, that one will miss, unfortunately.
It's plus 9 to whatever the dice is. That's a 16.
That will hit.
That
Death
is
Blade. 3 plus
6. Bludgeoning doubles
to 12.
12.
It has 1 hit point, so it needs to make a 16 or higher. That is a natural 20.
Yep, typical.
So it remains.
Cool. Bear with me. I did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I move there, do I provoke opportunity?
You would from this one, because he's got a reach weapon.
Well, I need to help protect Mortar with my reaction.
Okay.
Shield master, so I think I'll have to do it.
Okay.
I was
That's...
going to say, against that skeleton there, if you did radiant damage, I don't think you would have been able to recover, would he?
No. If you want to pump a Divine Smite into it, you
Okay.
can. It would obviously
If I-
use any spell points you have left, if you have any.
Yeah, I was about to say, if I do, that's it. I've got no spell points remaining, and I don't
I
know
see. Yeah,
what
you want to keep that
better
for
to
later.
say.
then.
Yeah, like the general, perhaps. If I'm still alive. But yeah, I'll move there. I'll take the opportunity attack.
I will say I won't be staying here very long because I'm going to go up and help Vinny. So you don't have to stay there if you don't want to.
Oh.
Just
All
so
right,
you
then,
know,
I won't move.
the
I'll
plan
stay
will be
here.
to go up there
Okay.
and give Vinny that healing potion.
Yep,
Okay.
cool. Move on.
Okay. I rolled for the attack, and you'll be glad to know that it was a natural 19, so that would have hit with his modifiers, but obviously if you're not moving, do not worry. Okay.
Cool.
Blue skeletons goes. 1, 2, 3... Well, so 5, 10, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30. Technically, he's within melee of Vinny as well, but right now, Dragon's got him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And it's going to make 2 attacks versus... Or going to make attacks versus Damian. So, Skeleton Skirmisher. 2 attacks. Miss. Better. 19? Damian? Damian. I think he's just had to mute up real quick. Okay.
How bad are you looking up there, Vinny?
I'll make the other 2 attacks while I'm waiting for him to come back. It's 18 and a miss. Okay. Well, they get 3 attacks because they're death blades, and another miss. Even worse. Okay. I'll wait till Damian's back to do the stuff that hit him. Only one of the one of the skeleton skirmisher attacks hit him, and then if his AC is 18, then the other one will hit him as well. Okay. No more blue ones. It is now the general's turn. So, Vinny. Oh, are you back, Damian? I see you unmuted, Jamie, or I...
Still muted, isn't
No,
it?
he... Oh, that's right, because it's... Yeah, my Discord's glitched at the moment, so all the mute symbols are on the opposite side of the screen for some reason. Okay. So, Vinny, the commander, or rather, the general, looks down at you in this moment, kind of on the back of the dragon. You see that he's got his scythe in hand, almost ready to go for the attack. As you get a better look at them, the individual has what looks to be almost this pulled sections of old skin and flesh that otherwise hug to a bony structure. Heavy armor on the individual, spiked in several places. The plate itself otherwise providing ample protection against outside attacks. They carry the large scythe, and in this moment they're going to use their command undead to have the Deathblade make 3 more attacks versus... Oh no. Do they get multiple or do they just get 1? They get 1. Deathblade's going to make 1 attack versus Damian, And then this Dreadbow is going to make a shot versus Cat, who'll have 3/4 cover. That will not hit
Dang.
Cat. That is a natural 2.
No.
And the Deathblade, that will hit Damian. So I've got another Deathblade attack coming at him. I'll figure that out in a moment. Okay. Then he is going to make 2 Grave Scythe attacks. And he is going to sweep them. So.
Okay.
It's attacking the dragon, though, right?
No.
Yeah.
Attacking Vinny. So the first one is a 14, which misses.
That misses.
The second one is a 16, which just
That
hits.
hits, unfortunately.
Okay. You said you don't have any uncanny dodge?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
3rd level rogue.
Ah, okay. Okay, so that is 12 points of slashing damage and 9 points of necrotic damage. So 21 total. Are you up?
I'm up, yes. I'm
Alright.
up 3.
That's alright.
Oh,
Green ones go. Green Death Knight is going to step forward and is going to make attacks versus the Rime Warden. This one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It would have to go through its allies' space, which would be difficult terrain, so it's going to have to dash, and it's going to go there. And this one's going to do the same thing to dash and go here.
And
Okay. 2 attacks from the green one, Death Knight, into the Rime Warden. 1 hits, 1 misses. So, the one that hits... That is 13 points of damage to the Rime Warden. He is now very much bloodied.
where's the Rime Warden, sorry?
Right here.
Oh, right, okay. I wasn't seeing any, like... pop-up
So
for
did I take any damage?
Yes, I have attacks coming towards you. Doesn't 18 hit you?
No.
Okay, so you have 2 attacks coming towards you. They were both above 20, so I assume they both hit you?
Yep.
Okay. It was just the 18 I wasn't sure of. So,
Yeah.
First one is a... That is... Where's Skirmisher? There it is. That is 7 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, DC 12.
Okay, bear with me.
And the other one is a Deathblade attack, which is a D8.
Thankfully, that's a 12.
Okay, so you do not take any extra damage.
Let me just double check, 'cause this is where I get confused by how my dex thing works now.
Should be a +1, because it should incorporate your...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, in which case it's a 12.
Yep, okay, so that's fine. And
It's a
then-
saving throw, so I get +1 anyway from my
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. And then you took
13 that I got.
9 points of damage from the other attack. Slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, the others surrounded you. They had to dash to get there, but they have otherwise surrounded you.
Cool. I'm down. I'm bloodied.
Okay. And... oh no. This Dreadbow is going to make a... It's going to hide from Cat with a 28. And it's going to make an attack from hiding against you, Cat. And because of the guided arrows, it ignores cover.
son of a...
Boo! 17, does that hit?
No.
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 Doesn't hit?
Hang on. No, it does.
It does.
Sorry,
just-
no, I wrote down the
Pterodors.
wrong thing here. Yeah, no, it does with this armor.
Okay. And you can't cast shield because you have the armor equipped. Is it concentration, by the way, that spell?
Yeah.
Noted. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh,
We'll see if you get your attacks on your next turn.
Ooh, not great. It's a 10.
Do you want your reroll for a wild magic?
Oh, sure, why not, right?
Why not?
Why not? Let's at least fire this gun once. 11.
Oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. So that still fails. So you are incapacitated and cannot move currently.
Amazing.
You also take... So incapacitated means that your form immediately drops because you lose concentration.
Amazing.
You take... I also need to roll the poison damage as well. You take 13 points of piercing damage and 11 points of poison damage, so 24 total.
Oh my god.
You're incapacitated, your movement speed becomes 0, and because of your wild magic going off, you become invisible for the next minute. During which time you cannot
That's
do
actually
anything.
Pretty beneficial.
So you just disappear when this dude shoots you.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you are currently invisible.
Okay.
And unable to do anything on your next turn. Okay. It is now the Icebringer's turn, who watches you go invisible. And is still scared of the dragon, so can't actually move closer to try and help you in any way. Darn. I'm going to quickly roll to see if they have line of sight on the dragon. Yes, they do. Roll high. Okay. Well, that means I can cast a spell, maybe. No, because the dragon's immune to all cold damage, and you're an ice mage.
Can they maybe see about getting rid of some of these skeletons around Damian?
They don't have line of sight, and they can't move close to the window, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was my plan.
You know what? They can run downstairs, though, so they'll move here to get a better line of sight. Oh, what's going to be the best spell for this? I already used your fifth level, so I can't use that. And let's go with... Sorry about this. Trying to figure out what I can do here. Damian, how bad you looking?
He said he was bloodied.
He's blooded.
Yeah, he's
also
just got
muted.
blooded.
So I just wanted to double check. Okay. Technically, Damian can potentially use his reaction to take no damage from this. If this goes well.
Yeah.
I need his permission to do this. Jamie,
Sorry, what's this?
I need permission.
Sorry.
I need permission to throw a ice ball spell at you.
I mean, you can do it.
You can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed the save.
No, give it a shot.
Okay, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please, as will all of these other guys, except for... Which one was it? It was that one there, next to the Rhine Warden.
It's a 16.
16, you make the save, so you can now spend your reaction to take no damage due to Shieldmaster.
Nice.
Was I in that as well, or was I
No.
just outside?
You're just outside of it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Great.
So, just this one doesn't need to make it. So, this one here fails. This one here fails. Death Knight fails. All below 10 rolls so far. Fail, because you don't have a good dex. Succeeds, because you do have a good dex. And fails on a natural 1. Okay, that's good. That's very good, because this
Very
is... So, you using your reaction to take no damage here, Damian?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Just checking, making sure, because otherwise you would be taking 25 points of cold damage. Or half of that, so which would be 12. So, I need natural 20s for these guys not to disappear. That guy needs a 10 or higher. And that guy... Okay. Boop, boop. Oh, I shouldn't be deleting these, because these ones can potentially be brought back. Whoops. Darn it. It's fine. I have their tiles still. I can use them. So these ones I can potentially bring back. Okay. Move. 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 Nope, that one stays there. Remove. Okay.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. Wonderful. Freed up some space. And then she makes a wisdom saving throw at the end of her turn to see if she doesn't have to worry about it. And she can't see the dragon from this area, so she gets advantage. She still fails because she rolled terrible. She got a 2 and a 7. Stop it.
I feel that. I feel that.
She's having a bad day. Mortar,
Oh man.
you are no longer in melee
Okay.
combat.
Now we've got 2
Yay!
people things blunt
That's
on.
perfect. Okay,
Hmm.
so can I see the dragon from where I am?
Oh, hold on. I need to double check something. It was like that, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. Give me a mo. I need to roll for these skeletons up here. Oh, and... Sorry, Vinny. I forgot you were up there as well. I also need to roll for the dragon and the other one as well. Oh, interesting. Okay. I missed a lot. Layers. So, Vinny, are you okay to give me a dex save, please?
Poor Vinny.
It's half damage on a success.
Yes.
It hardly matters then. But...
That's alright. I'm going to be heading up to you in a minute anyway. So
No. Okay. So, you otherwise fall unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
This one succeeds, the other one fails. Does it make it save? Yep, that one's still there, that one's not. Okay, and now the rolls for these guys. The general failed. Oof. And the other one doesn't need, and the dragon doesn't need to roll because it's immune to cold damage. The general is, however, going to spend 2 of his instinct to make a success on that save. And that will go up to costing 3 next time. Okay. How much damage did I say that was again? It was 25, didn't
25.
I say? So he takes 12.
yeah, 25.
Takes 12. Nope, he does not keep that. There we go. Okay. With that, Mortar, it is now actually your turn.
How can I? Is there a ladder to get up there?
Well, there's the stairs over here.
Isn't hold on. Isn't this a ladder?
No, that's a window pointing outwards.
The way you could do it, I think I'm correct in saying this, is 5, 10, 15, 25,
30,
Yeah.
And what,
20,
then that would get
25,
us
would
up?
get
and then
you
30
up
would get you
to-
there. Yeah.
onto
This
the
guy
Would
would
that get me?
get attack of opportunity from
Would that
this
get me
guy,
directly?
but it would get
That's
you
fine.
directly
Yeah,
at top of
I'll get up
Vinny.
there. I'll get right up there to Vinny then.
Yeah, are you going over
Yeah.
top of Vinny or?
Actually, that's a point.
Or
If
just
that's
there.
within 5
Yeah, I'll
feet, can
stand-
he just be there to do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I'll stay there then. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I make the attack of opportunity with the death blade against you.
for it.
I'm going to assume a 14 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Okay, so you are next to
Dodge
Vinny.
to the side.
So that's used your movement.
I'm going to use my action to pour my healing potion down his throat.
So, as Vinny otherwise explodes in a shower of cold, you quickly rush up in the aftermath of it, take a small healing potion out, pull the cork, and chuck it down Vinny's throat. So, Vinny, go ahead and roll me 2d4 plus 2. And once we get to the end of this, we'll back to the top of the round. We'll stop there for the night and continue the rest of this fight next week. Nice, max 10 healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have 10 health.
Thank you.
No worries.
Did I get him?
Yeah, buddy, you got him. Just cover your eyes for this next part, and I'm just going to say in undercommon to the guy on top there. First you target my friend's dad, now you target my friend. You and I are going to have a serious issue. And Black Scorpion, I'm just going to start shooting at the commander.
Okay. You are within 5 feet of the dragon, so that you will have disadvantage on this.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't having any luck with 2 tiny daggers, so let's see if a gun has any difference.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
With disadvantage, that first one misses.
So yeah. Hold on. So I used my. So hold on, just a second. I used my action to give Vinny a potion. I'm going to bonus action Adrenaline Surge in order to give myself this action to do these attacks.
Oh, okay. You can, because of your pistol, you can, if you're on your hand cannon, you can, as a bonus action, make an attack. Just won't get the modifier for the damage.
That's fine. I'm gonna burn that because we need this guy dead. So the extra attack may give us a little something, but we'll see. Nope, it does not. Nat 1.
Jams.
My gun jams. Dude, I haven't hit a single thing this game. I kid you not. I kid you not. I have not succeeded a single roll this game.
I spent 2 rolls prepping.
It sucks.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
yeah, I just fire, my gun jams. And
Yeah.
I just go,
You take the 2 shots, the
Just
wing of
take
the
me.
dragon pulls down, and the shots scatter off of him. Okay, it is
sucks.
end of your go. Skeleton General is going to use 2 more of his instinct to command the dragon, and he's going to say he's otherwise going to say in Undercommon, "Get rid of this one," and is going to make a tail attack against you with the dragon.
Yes, who?
You.
What? Outrageous.
Outrageous. 25 to hit.
Outrageous, I say.
I do have to head off.
That's fine.
So
We'll be ending when we get to the back to the top of the round, which will be in just a mo. But that's all right.
Am I technically speaking next to him?
Yes.
take care, all.
Mhm.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. Bye.
See ya.
See you later.
Oh, I can't anyway. I don't have my reaction. Ignore it.
Okay. Okay, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage because I rolled really low.
Oh, wow.
That's supposed to do a lot more.
How am I doing? I think I'm doing okay.
Okay. So that's spent 2 of the instinct. Rhyme Warden's go. Ooh, what's the Rhyme Warden going to do? It's going to make a smack versus the Skeletal with his first attack. That's a natural 1. Skelebob's already used its reaction. He's going to try and smack it again. He succeeds. He does plenty of damage. He does 20 because it's bludgeoning. And does it make it save? No, it doesn't. Alright, this one's gone. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to bait and switch with you, Vinny, pulling you back up onto your feet in the process. That's his last superiority die. Let's go. 6 AC to you, Vinny.
you.
Provided you remain within 5 feet of him.
Duly noted.
Okay. No.
Is there a duration on that, or just?
It's just 1 round. So until it gets back to his turn. Okay. There are no red undead currently alive, so we'll move back to the top of the round, and that is where we will end. So, as things seem to be coming to an interesting conclusion, with them fighting against this undead general and doing a fair amount of damage, weathering the storm as best they can, but finding it difficult, they still manage to do some work at the very least. So, thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully the luck will be better next session. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.